Where's the Italian?
It's over 9,000! What?
Covered with scorpions.
Oh, there's people.
Weird.
We can't all make declarations of hatred at the same time. Hi, everybody.
There are dozens of us. Dozens!
你好中国比较西呢，我爱更尊重。Shield up.
There's nothing sacred about space!
Disappointed!
Alson, help me up onto his casket so I can dance on it.
I don't care.
But how did you ever find us?
Oh, easy. We just read the screenplay you left us.
And Hispanic people too.
Gold!
That means you're gay.
You get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
I'll help you.
Everything is sexist, everything is racist, everything is homophobic, and you have to point it all out.
Just when I thought I was out, they pulled me back in.
Huh? Zappuccino.
What do you know? What do you say? M4 Empire, Marv here for another fun-filled episode of the M4 Cast, episode number 2. And we are really excited to kick things off. Rock in the new year officially. We had a show last New Year's Day, but this is like our first regular show. It's not a holiday show. We've got a ton to talk about today. It looks like DC is starting to look a lot like Marvel. It's looking like the Harry Potter show is getting even more off the rails. But I can't talk about all of this myself, guys. I need the greatest team ever assembled. I need the Titans.
Titans, go!
Oh, welcome back.
Hi, I have a bone to pick with you. A minor bone.
Okay.
Minor bone.
All right.
I see that we've rightfully made Lorne look better in the graphic. He looks more like Lorne and less like someone with a blue beard.
Right. So let's take a look at that real quick, just so people know what you're saying. So, this was the original graphic.
Yes.
Hold on. There it is. And, Lorne looked how he looked. And we have made Lorne look like this.
And that is infinitely better and
Infinitely
much
better.
more
Yeah, almost looks like a
accurate.
Miyazaki character.
I would like to know why I cannot be more accurate.
What is inaccurate about this?
My
Your
eyes are not brown.
Okay, what color are they? I don't even
They're
know.
gray.
That is, you really
And
think
look at how big those eyes are on our face. I put sparkles in my eyes because I love my eyes so much.
Okay, well,
And you are like, who cares about your eyes? Why don't you just make yourself blonde then, Marv?
because I wear a hat.
Because you're not
How
blonde.
do you know I'm not blonde? I could be blonde under here.
I've seen you without a hat.
This is true. You have.
Sorry.
Well, so I actually created a bunch of new Trish cartoons that I was going to do, but I wanted to get your opinion first because you had such a problem with the last one.
Yeah. And I was like, all right, I don't want to cause him more work. And then poof, Lorne gets a whole redo.
Well,
I just wanted an eye color change.
Lorne really needed a redo.
Yeah, of course. Yes. It's much more to his likeness.
Yeah.
And it's appropriate that we're not.
Hold
Lorne's
on.
my ally. We support Lorne's new picture.
Lorne is not your ally. Lorne is your
He just said
conditional ally.
in our little background chat, okay, we're allies.
I don't
He
look at
just
I
said
don't,
to me.
I don't look
Well,
at that.
that's a
background chat.
YP. It's a YP. He said it. It's true. Law.
Okay,
We're
so
allies.
we'll take. You know what? Do you want to take a look at these pictures now, or should I bring the cast on and we can all look?
We could do it. even off this, but I was just
No.
If
you have something to say, you should be able to say it in front of the M4 Empire. So
it's more like I don't want to waste people's time.
Yeah,
more than I already have.
People's time. So should we bring the cast on, or should we just do it right now?
Well, I mean, you could bring them on. They're my buds. Bring them on.
All right, fine.
Fine.
But not because you told me to.
All right.
You know, Nolan has never once complained about the cartoon of him.
Nolan complains about nothing. Nolan is
no, I complain about a lot of things, but usually not to you guys because I like you guys.
Nolan, I compared you. I believe I said he was like a cuddly bunny last night. I believe I likened him to a fluffy cuddly bunny last night.
Why did that come up? What did I compare
because
him to?
You said something.
Did I call him? I said he was a psychopath, right?
Yeah, and I was like, poor Nolan, fluffy little bunny, like not even here to defend himself.
Yeah. So
bit of column A, bit of column B.
I called you a psychopath just because we were talking about psychopaths, and I wanted to say that somebody was one, and you were the first name that popped into my head.
Like it was like,
should I be concerned?
If you want to be concerned, you can be.
No, I think it just means you're a very intelligent man and very observant. I appreciate that. But how are you guys tonight?
I called you a fluffy bunny, Nolan. Aren't I nice? You're like, no, Marv, you're right. I'm a psychopath. It's like, I can't win.
Well,
can't win with you guys.
So, okay, look at Nolan's cartoon here, though, because Nolan looks like a 90s Spider-Man villain. Or like a
like Norman Osborn with the hair.
Yeah.
Yes, you kind of do. Like, now that you say
it. And he's my favorite movie villain.
You're like Cletus Cassidy, or you almost actually kind of do look like a cartoon Willem Dafoe there. Not like in real life, but I mean like there. So
the thing is, Nolan doesn't look like Willem Dafoe.
Not at all. Thank God, Nolan. Somebody else who's never complained about his cartoon is Martin Stone.
First of all, Martin's is so distinguished looking.
Isn't it really? Like, that's intentional. I wanted Martin to look like he was better than all of us.
And second of all, Martin didn't even complain. Martin didn't even complain during Mario Kart. So Martin's complaining about nothing.
What did he have to complain about? Martin was destroying us.
Lest we forget that something really awful happened and Martin's like, I love this game. The rest of us are like, ah!
Well, I complained
Good
very
game,
little
chap.
because it's better than it was.
Yeah. So, on Geeks and Gamers last night, we played Mario Kart 8 instead of Mario Kart World, and Mario Kart 8 is so much better.
Yeah.
Isn't that what we played?
No, we played 8. We played 8.
We played 8. And that one's better than World, you said?
Yeah, it's so much better. It's like infinitely better. We all said so.
64 is GOAT, though.
I did love 64. That was
64
that was my favorite.
I never played it, so I must abstain from giving it.
Oh, you'd like it.
Probably.
I think you'd hate it. There he is.
Can we bring the graphic back up real quick?
The new one or the old one?
I don't think it matters for my. Yeah, here we go. What I like about Martin's part of this image is that we all look like a rogues gallery, and he looks like the dad who's vaguely disappointed but wants to be supportive.
Mm-hmm.
He also kind of looks like out of sight is a briefcase filled with spy paraphernalia, and he's off to take care of something very top secret that will save the country.
I kind of thought it was Doc Savage, Man of Bronze.
Yeah, there you go. That's a good one.
All right, so just so that we remember, this is what Cartoon Trish looks like. Which, by the way, Crime and Punishment coming tomorrow for all members second tier and up members. So gifted memberships can get it. So if you get a gifted membership tonight,
you can listen to us talk about.
You can listen to us talk about Ted Bundy.
Yeah.
So
for an hour and a half.
All right, so here is another Trish.
Oh God, we're actually doing this on here. That's not
now she has green eyes.
My background. Okay, it's matching the shirt. All right. It's not bad. The eyes are wrong. Okay, go.
Mm-hmm. Those are all the ones I have.
Okay, we'll talk about it.
1, 2. Your lips are way too big there. Like you look like you had like an injection.
The thing was like, I got like. Do you remember when people were doing? Okay, can you get this off the screen? I feel like I'm looking at myself. It's horrible.
No, hold on. I want you to look at it and react to it while people can see you.
Do the pose.
No, I know. I feel like I'm on the spot. Don't do this to me.
You are
better one, spot. Better two.
1.
I'm gonna do it.
2.
You can't make
1,
me.
2.
I'm a Sagittarius. You can't make me do
This
things
is my
I don't
favorite
wanna
one.
do.
This is the most wholesome one.
I think I like this one. I think I like this one,
To
honestly.
be fair, this is
it's not the right eye color.
To be fair,
but-
this is my favorite one. But
that one's cute. It's just, the eye color is my only problem with it.
Okay, well.
It's we all have something we're proud of. And we all have something that's like, that's what we look like.
Let me see what I can do.
All right. Thank you. Appreciate it. Preach, as the kids say.
Well, welcome to everyone out there in the audience. I do see a few new names that I've never seen before. So welcome, because we've gotten a ton of new subscribers in the last couple of weeks. So we've gotten well over 100 new subscribers that have joined the Empire in the last few weeks.
I thought you said join the vampire for a second.
No, what? Why would I say join the vampire?
Because you said Empire, but I heard vampire. Well, Buffy. This is my intro.
All right.
Happy New Year, everybody.
I'm completely thrown now. Thank you, Trish.
I guarantee.
Are we all standing on trees?
I guarantee you there is a podcast out there, or probably a couple of them, but one of them would be like dedicated to fashion and like the Kardashians, stuff like that. That would be called The Vampire.
And if there's not, I think we just created it, Martin.
Yeah.
Not
So
sure
tune
where
in
Kevin
next
is.
week for our Kardashian podcast.
Not sure where Kevin is at the moment. He will hopefully be here at some point, but you never know.
It's part of his charm.
It's at the point where I've stopped asking. It's just kind of like if he shows up, he shows up. But
it's like an open invitation all the time.
Yeah. So
What if he never comes back?
He'll be back.
I'll yell at him. Don't worry.
Yeah. So guys, this is a show made for you and financed by you. We count on your generous super chats to keep the lights on around here. It is what keeps the entire empire running. So let's see what you guys have to say today. We do take breaks, by the way, for super chats of $50 or more. So if you send in $50 or more, we do stop whatever we're doing to acknowledge what you have said. First Dragon Queen checking in for $5. This feels good to fuel Lauren's revenge. You're welcome. Hugs for all. Will Tonathon away. I don't understand what she's talking about. Lauren? What's going on here?
What?
So for those that are wondering what the Will Tonathon is, because BPE for $10 also said looking forward to the Will Tonathon. The Will Tonathon, apparently for Wilton he speaks. Jonas and I on That Park Place last Friday were ragging on Wilton because Pro made us play some Wilton clips as the super chat goal. We hit it. So Jonas and I are playing the Wilton clips. And we started to rag on the fact that Wilton's not funny and, Wilton is dumb and all this. Wilton is a troll puppet, by the way. And then Jonas jokingly said, oh, don't worry. If we make $500 in super chats in the next 10 minutes, we'll do a 1-hour stream where we talk nothing but positively about Wilton. Well, 5 minutes later, we had $500 in the chat. And so now tomorrow night, we have to talk about Wilton. So then I said another 50 and Lauren will have to join us. And
there's another part to that.
What is the other part to that? That every time Jonas or I say something bad about Wilton, there's another minute added to the clock?
No, not that part. The part where you volunteered me to do this without talking to me about it first.
Well, you also volunteered me to watch Santa Claus versus the Ice Cream Bunny.
No, I didn't.
You did?
You always appear on the show on Fridays. You're always invited to the show.
I
didn't obligate you to appear. What I said was, I really needed you because I didn't know if Kevin was going to make it, and you were the most expressive on the panel. Mm-hmm. So you would have the most audience engagement. I requested vociferously. I did not say, Marvin, you must appear.
I took it very differently. I took it as I have been volunteered to do this. Everyone said Marvin's doing it. And so I felt peer pressured. So,
Yeah, peer pressure.
Man, Marv, you're just getting it from all angles.
Fascinating. Talk again about how time gets added to the clock if people insult Wilton.
People insult Wilton, yes. Eventually
you remember how you were gloating how you were getting revenge on me for having you watch that movie?
You're hurting yourself. by doing
Yes,
that because you're
yes,
exposing yourself to Wilton and his ridiculousness.
I am. Yes, I am. But I can take it, you little wuss.
Damn.
Oh,
See, this
man.
is why
I'm not locked in here with you. You're locked in there with me.
All right. Well, I apparently made a huge mistake.
This is why Lauren doesn't cave to peer pressure. He doesn't think he has any.
By the way, Steve tried to volunteer your parents, Lauren, to be on here.
Well, he has their phone number. Hey, I've told them that he could call them. He was going to try and do a thing where he would call and ask them embarrassing questions about my childhood. And my mother was very nervous about this.
I'm sure.
But I told him, yeah, call anytime. And as far as I know, he has not done so. But
yeah. You and Kimia for $1.99 says Kathleen Kennedy is female Voldemort. She kind of is.
Yeah.
Juliet for $5 on Mod Extraordinaire says morning M4 Empire panel and chat. Wait, was that a Voldemort yell? Did you go?
Yes.
That was what I think he was trying to do.
I have that clip for videos because I have like an Avada Kedavra like super like thing, and so I just pick one at random usually.
I was just so in the middle of everything.
And it was Nolan.
I'll take the fault on that one.
Oh,
You're right.
All right. Hey, Regina Sharp for $5. Good to see you, Regina. I hadn't seen you in a while. 39 days. Les Elons Bon Temps Roulé. This message brought to you by. I should have seen this one coming.
Glom gold! Glom gold! Glom gold! Glom gold!
Always has been, always is, always will. What?
you'll see it.
Wait, what the? Hold on. Liquid Fox, I will come back. What? Chef Eddie for $5. We met the goal today. Pro added another 30 minutes, Marvin. I did not agree to that.
You didn't? You didn't agree to it?
Such a hard time. He's getting such a hard time today.
What? Why?
You see what happens when you play with fire. Sometimes you get burned.
Combing my beard calms me.
Oh, is this going to be a new little affectation? Just
I like the beard comb.
It's not long enough.
Don't encourage him, Nolan.
I mean, I hate the beard comb. Terrible beard comb.
Now I'm going to do it just to spite you, Nolan. Take that.
Like he needed the excuse.
It feels nice on my
He's gonna
face.
do more.
But
He's
yeah,
like a
no,
little
I am
massage.
really not looking forward to the Wiltonathon. People are like, "Oh, it's this funny bit that you do with Wilton about how you like hate him and don't find him funny." No, that's not fake. I can't stand Wilton, and I don't find him funny. So,
I, on the other hand, find him the soul of wit.
No, you don't.
He's actually very funny.
Soul of wit.
Liquid Fox for $5 Canadian says, hello, everyone. Hey, Marv, if you bought a PS3 and played Mega Man Legends on stream, you could tell your wife it's a business expense. It could work. That is true. And apparently you can get Mega Man Legends, which is a game that I desperately want to play again, on PS3, but I don't have a PS3. So
play it again. I want to play the game, period. Is it as good as they say?
It was fantastic.
Yeah.
It was a Mega Man RPG. Like, it was amazing. Action RPG, pretty much. Martin, did you play it?
I did, yeah, back in the day.
1 and 2, but 2 ended on a cliffhanger and they never made 3, so...
They were going to for the 3DS, but that thing got canned because Capcom, baby.
Wild and Crazy Bear for $5 is, why does Trish look like Cracker Barrel's CEO if she had a brain?
Is that a compliment or an insult?
I think it was the glasses.
It's a compliment.
It is a compliment.
Because it's the brain part, but I don't know if the Cracker Barrel CEO part.
The Cracker Barrel CEO does not have a brain. You look like
not.
the intelligent version of her.
Okay, as long as she's not like an Uggo.
No, I don't think so at all.
All right, just making sure because I don't know what she looks like.
Still, though, you could while away the hours, conferring with the flowers.
Consulting with the
rain. Oh my gosh. Liquid Fox for $2 Canadian says, meanwhile, Nolan is just chilling being yellow.
I'm sure there's a great
Yellow.
Coldplay joke in there somewhere.
It was
all yellow.
He's not yellow. I mean, maybe he's a little jaundiced, but
Leave it to me and Martin.
But the fix for that is just go get some sun.
Yeah,
Vitamin D will clear that right up.
Regina Sharp for $5 says Nolan the Psycho Bunny.
No, he's just a fluffy bunny.
As long as he's not the ice cream bunny, I'm fine with it.
Oh, not again, please, no.
Never see that again. Oh,
I tried, by the way.
Except that actually does happen again this upcoming Friday as we watch the Thumbelina section after the Wiltonathon.
No!
Yeah, and guess who's not going to be there for that?
Well, that's okay. You'll just be confirming all of my thoughts about you.
Oh, you son of a gun.
He definitely didn't want to say gun.
You'll miss Mr. Mole, who has sort of a northeastern, like a Jersey kind of accent.
We're not gonna get like the cool song that we got 8 refrains of in the Jack and the Beanstalk section.
We might.
Well, there's other songs.
Oh, good.
Oh, no.
I can't believe that someone made 2 versions of that movie.
They must have had some budget money left over.
Chef Eddie for 5 says that cartoon of Nolan looks nothing like Vanilla Ice. You need to fix that cartoon. Wait, are we under the impression that Nolan looks like Vanilla Ice?
I think he's Nolan's idol. I honestly, truly think we created a monster.
Him and Lucas.
Hangry and I created a monster.
Did you guys introduce him to Vanilla Ice?
We had an episode on Cool as Ice, and I honestly think that one day, many decades from now, when Nolan is at the end of his years of life, he's going to reflect on this as like an important milestone on his life. Like he's gonna be like, that was one of the moments that changed who Nolan as a person.
Trish, definitely. I think about Vanilla Ice's teachings every day of my life. In fact, every morning I start out my day looking in the mirror saying, ditch the zero and get with the hero.
That's good advice. Really.
Stop, collaborate, and listen. Avatar's skin don't hardly glisten.
What is happening? I've lost.
Lauren dropping bombs. That's what he's doing.
Regina Sharp for $5 says, vengeance is mine, saith the Lorne. You know, I do have to say that Lorne of the Rings thing that Pro made, the one thing I really like in that is that song in the beginning where it's like, one ring to find them. I'm like, that actually kind of like hits. Like, I like that.
I think he was talking about doing the whole song. I don't know if he's actually got the whole song and just clipped it or.
Excuse me. It's been a long day. Long 3 days. So Trish and I were up until like 1:30 in the morning yesterday doing the crime and punishment. So,
rookie hours.
And then I got up at 5 in the morning, Nolan. And then
me and Trish have been up till like 2.
The night
and
before,
I've been up at like 5.
The night before, you're in your like teens, like
you're in your 20s, Nolan.
Yeah.
Still learning how to drive.
No, and then the night before that, I was on Lorne and Apollo until after 1 in the morning, and then had to get up early. So you know.
Actually bailed before we got through the outro.
Oh, I was falling asleep in the chair. I finally realized what it must be like to be Kevin Apollo, because like he can fall asleep literally anywhere. Kevin Apollo can fall asleep standing up. So like I was 100% like sitting here in the chair, and when my head would go down, I would be like I was gone.
I'm just picturing you like that story he always tells about him watching The Phantom Menace. He has this whole sleep routine throughout the film, like fall asleep during the pod race, wake back up. Like, how do you time waking up?
Kevin has mastered all elements of sleep. But I am that day, that was the 5th time of the day that I had to talk about Kathleen Kennedy. So, and then we'd talk about it on that Park Place the next day, making 6 streams in a row where I had to talk about Kathleen Kennedy.
And how nobody actually believes she's retiring.
Well, yeah, kind of. But so I was explaining how many streams I was on that day when I was on the HCast, and Nate goes, "Mate, what are you doing? You're gonna get bored with all of these topics. You're gonna hate yourself. why are you doing all this? And I was like, no, it's gonna be fine. And then like I'm on Lauren and Paula and Lauren's like, Kathleen Kennedy is leaving, and I'm just like, oh, here we go again. Like, and I was just like, damn, okay. So we will not be talking about Kathleen Kennedy tonight, thank goodness. Hey, all BBB checking in. Says Happy New Year, everyone. Is that a Pop-Tart with a face?
It's from the Pop-Tart Bowl. It's a big college game they have every year, and they do these morbid things with their mascots where they'll like put them in toasters and such, and the Pop-Tarts will be willingly happy to go in said toaster. It's wild, man.
That's the worst place for them. Why would they want to go in there?
I always thought it was weird that Cinnamon Toast Crunch went with the little pieces of cereal as the mascot, encouraging you to eat its brethren.
Yeah.
Well, they capitalized on that later on because they rethemed their commercials to be almost like murder mystery type stuff, to where like they have like psychopath Cinnamon Toast Crunch little people. They have like to where they chopped them up, put them in their fridge. Like they got really dark later on with those ads.
Well, but it's also like, what about like when you're driving on the highway and you see like a barbecue place and like their sign is like a pig spreading barbecue sauce on itself. Like I've seen more than one of this. And I'm just like, that's alarming me a little bit. I mean, it looks delicious, don't get me wrong, but you know, it shouldn't be that happy to be doing this.
I do not want to know his search history.
All right. Hey, you know what? Look at this. Vincent Collins right here speaking my truth. I miss Wendell from Cinnamon Toast Crunch commercials. There used to be, Wendell was one of 3 chefs that they used to have, where one of them would go cinnamon and the other would go toast and the other one would go crunch. Man, I could do a whole thing on cereal commercials.
We need an M4 cereal, like a licensed product.
I would love that. I do love cereal. So, what's your favorite cereal?
I was just going to ask that. I could get into
Cocoa
cereal
Pebbles.
talk.
Cocoa Pebbles. Good,
solid.
Good bowl, Nolan.
Because it turns the milk into chocolate milk.
It does. That is definitely a good one. When it comes to Pebbles, I would prefer Fruity Pebbles than Cocoa Pebbles.
Very fair. Very fair.
Martin, what about you?
I'm pretty basic. I just like Cheerios.
Like
Some
regular
syrup on that.
Regular
like
Cheerios, not
Cheerios
Honey
too.
Nut, or
Just regular, yeah.
okay.
I like them too.
Trish, is that your answer as well?
No, I like Apple Jacks.
I've never
but
met
they don't
anyone
taste
whose
like
favorite-
apple.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love Apple Jacks. It's not the only thing. And I like French Toast Crunch, but only dry. Not with milk.
Okay.
Because French Toast Crunch dry is like peak
Lauren-
cereal snacking.
Lauren, what about you? What's your favorite cereal? You're muted.
You're muted.
Lucky Charms.
Not bad.
I have a box of that in my pantry right now.
Solid.
Kids love that.
Magically delicious.
They are magically delicious. Those
I was
kids-
a Cocoa
like
Puffs kid
honeycomb
though
from
too.
time to time.
Fruit Loops aren't bad.
I love Cinnamon Life.
Oh yeah,
That's my favorite. Yeah, I like that it doesn't
Different.
float in the milk; it just kind of sinks. And then like I like mushy food, so like I really like how soggy it gets in the milk.
He's just got like jars of baby food hidden away in his pantry.
I
Just
wish.
snacks them.
I agree.
What?
I'm like all for it. Like when I get so old that I have to be on like one of those puree diets, I'm just like, that'd be great.
I mean, technically, there's nothing stopping you right now.
Yeah,
If you wanted to live that way.
social
So-
convention.
Having had a whole bunch of kids, I can tell you the fruit ones are not bad. It's the meat ones, like
Oh,
kids won't eat
yeah,
stuff
yeah,
until
yeah.
you try it, and
Like
I can
turnip.
see why they don't eat the meat ones.
Yeah, the
Turnips.
vegetable ones I could see being bad too.
Yeah, green beans aren't great.
Yeah, I like cinnamon. I like Cinnamon Life. I really dig Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Really like cinnamon when it comes to breakfast cereal. I'm realizing, but Fruity
Like
Pebbles
Cocoa
are
Puffs?
also. Cocoa Puffs are great. Yeah, there's very few cereals I don't like. I mean, Captain Crunch I like to an extent, but I mean that cuts up the roof of your mouth.
Yeah, I was just about to say that because I saw somebody talk about it in the chat.
Yeah, it's a testament to like how good Captain Crunch is, because like you cuts up your mouth, but you don't care. It's like how many what percentage of the population would you say is lactose intolerant?
Good
I think a
chunk.
lot of people are, right?
Yeah, probably a decent amount.
Yeah.
That's the only explanation for almond milk.
But every lactose intolerant person that I know still wants to eat cheese and still eats it. And is like, I know what this is going to do to me, but I'm still going to eat it.
Yeah, I've noticed that.
This is a little on topic, but off topic. Have you guys ever seen the commercial where it's like the Trix rabbit and he looks like he's finally going to get the Trix cereal and he goes to pour it in, but he has no milk and it's actually a got milk ad?
I've never seen that one, but that one, that would have bothered me as a kid.
What?
Honestly, because
I am. I'm on it right now.
Oh, I just wanted to come give you a quick hug.
Lauren thinks he's muted right now.
Ask him for his favorite cereal type.
Yeah.
What's your favorite cereal type?
Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Ha! There we go.
You've been a fan of Marvin.
Okay.
But
we're
yeah.
like siblings. Cinnamon Toast Crunch, French Toast Crunch. You know, it's all in the Toast Crunch family.
I remember this from a while back, but there was a study of what cheese does. You know, they put people in MRIs and do stuff all the time. Cheese lights up the reward center of the brain and releases dopamine.
Does it really?
It does.
Like in the same way that like a drug would or sugar would.
Yeah. There's something called
That
like
explains so much about me.
casomorphins or something like that, which sounds like a cheese-based Power Ranger.
It does. I would watch that. But the so do you guys have any like favorite like breakfast like meals? Like do you go for French toast? Do you go for pancakes?
I love me pancakes.
You're a pancakes person? Okay.
Yeah.
Anybody else?
Pancakes are nice.
I usually skip breakfast, but when I have it, couple eggs, bacon, toast, orange juice.
See, now I like the you have a stack of pancakes, but you also have some eggs and you have some bacon or some sausage or something like that. But you have to have 2 plates in this situation because because the syrup cannot touch the eggs.
Right. That messes it up.
My wife, she creates this chaos plate where she just like puts all the syrup on the pancakes and it gets all over everything. And I'm like, how are you eating that right now? Like the syrup has now like defiled the eggs.
You've ruined the meal.
Sometimes my wife will do things like dip her bacon in the yolk of the egg. Fine.
Okay.
Sometimes she'll dip it in the syrup.
It's diabolical.
Now,
do you guys
No,
ever have
see,
any of
again,
those,
I've
like-
dipped it in the same. Sometimes it's just easier.
You've dipped bacon into syrup?
I've done that, and I've done it with. I've just gone like you put like pancake and like bacon, just dip it in. Yeah, you've never had bacon with. It's like the salty and the sweet of the syrup. Like you've never done that. Okay, well, Mrs. Stone gets it.
Yeah. Yeah,
I'm not shocked that you and Mrs. Stone agree on something.
Have any of y'all ever had like the gourmet waffles where they have like all the fruits and the whipped topping on top of them and stuff? That
of course.
Stuff's fire.
Sure, yeah, I make those.
We went.
I know that would taste good.
We went to an amazing like all you could eat brunch place after our wedding. Like we took like my aunt and uncle and like my wife's family and like we all kind of went. And they had like a pancake bar where you like make your pancakes to order all you can eat and like that was where I spent the majority of my time.
I get drunk there.
Whiskey pancakes?
Yeah, I was about to say, how are you getting
Why
drunk
not?
there, Nolan?
I don't know. He said pancake bar and my mind wandered.
I have had a whiskey maple syrup. It's not bad.
Hold on. I see Fake Wizard in the chat, so I'm sending him the link in the event that he wants to join.
Yes, we need to know his favorite cereal.
He's like enough of you bozos. Let's bring
Yeah.
Fake Wizard in here.
Wait, no, I'm going to
Let's
rescind it. He said bacon and syrup 100%. I don't know.
I think this is like pineapple and ham on a pizza.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Well, I like
also
I like
Mrs. Stone
pineapple on
favorite.
pizza. I like pineapple on pizza. I don't.
it's the sauce and the pineapple that's like yes.
It's part of the Marv, which is my order of glazed pizza.
And I know people get all. I have realized something. When it comes to the pineapple on pizza argument, it's very much people who love pineapple on pizza are like, I love it, whatever. And people who don't are like very angry at people who do. And I'm like, just let me eat my pizza with my pineapple on it. Like, I don't care that you don't like it. I'm not shoving any down your gullet. Like,
they're like, no, Trish, you can't, and it slaps it out of your hand.
I didn't think I was gonna like it when I tried it too. I went into it skeptical.
Liquid Fox from 2000 Canadian goes, "Are you trying to get a show on the Food Network?" I know, guys. We always
darn right.
I'm not even a foodie. That's the funniest part.
We always degenerate into food conversations, though.
I know. I'm always hungry on this show.
I know.
Always kinds of wind up happening.
I
actually have a food story. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Oh, on Wednesday we did that Park Place video where we like just broke down the menus for the Festival of the Arts, which is my favorite festival of the year, and I was really hungry by the time we were done with it, like ravenously hungry.
You talk enough about food, and you just that's it. It's like your brain goes, "I'm thinking about this too much. I must have some." Yeah. Do you want to know what my food story is?
No.
I went to, I'm telling you anyway. I went to a sushi restaurant and it was like they do in Japan. So you sit in a booth and it's got like a conveyor belt that runs next to you with different things that you can choose from. And it's got like a little trolley at the top. So if you make an order, it comes up, or a little robot that goes like running around, bringing people their plates.
I have one of those.
Trish. Does the robot go beep, boop, 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 bop?
I did not hear it.
No, it plays a little noises, pop song.
But it smiled.
It does.
So it was a very happy robot.
That's a win.
And it was like all you could eat. So it's like you just take like an iPad and you're like, I want this, 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 and this. And then like it comes and you just keep doing it. And it was a lot of fun.
So I went to, we have those places by us too. And so it's one of like the places that the wife and I will go periodically when we're like, I just want to eat a whole lot of sushi.
Which is my default with sushi.
Yeah. And the conveyor belt place is right off Disney property. So people that are staying at Disney, if they have means of travel outside of Disney, they could go. It's called Kura Sushi. And it's right off Disney property, and you just take it and you pay per plate. You actually take the plate and you put it into a slot in the table, and it counts them on the little like screen that you have.
That is not how this one works.
Oh yeah, no, it was like $3.50 per plate.
Oh no, mine was just like a flat rate.
Color coded plates that are different prices.
Oh
yeah, this one had that too, but because it was like a holiday weekend or whatever, like everything was just dinner, so just everything fell under the umbrella, so you didn't have to pay much attention to the color coding. But they definitely had plates with color coding on it in this one. This was my first time there.
Yeah, the drinks come to you via robot. That was the same. But also when you get like, so let's say you put like 10 plates in, there's on the iPad there's like one of those like machines with like the little bubbles that have like little toys and stuff in them. You get a like a toy for like every like 10 plates that you consume.
That's how they get you. I want another one of those little toys.
It's like Pokemon.
I have eaten beyond the point where I was comfortable because I was going for the toy.
It's like Pokemon, but it's just a market of fat kids.
Yeah, pretty much. Then I went in. I had to use the restroom at the end of the meal, and I went in, and they had a Japanese toilet in there, and I was so mad that I only needed to do a number one because I was like,
"Did it have a bidet?"
I would assume there was
I'm
a
with
remote
Lauren.
control and everything.
All bidet long.
What? Look, you've clearly never used a Japanese toilet, Lauren. If you're turning off and muting at that,
keep going, bud. You're digging your own grave.
What am I digging my grave for?
Regale us with the story of the sensual bidet that you experienced.
No, it was more the heated seat and like the experience of just how.
Yeah, you normally suffer from cold cheeks, do you?
Again.
Yep.
This butt is bougie.
Yeah, let's go. Yes, we have gone from talking about talking about restaurants and food to our favorite toilet experiences. This show is on the upswing.
Which, by the way, is what every restaurant loves to have follow up, talking about their food, your experience in the bathroom afterwards.
You guys wouldn't last 2 seconds on a G&G stream.
How dare you?
Beardo would have talked about taking poops like 5 times by now.
How dare you? You've been around me,
5 times
and I've
a
been
day?
the only woman and a bunch of guys watching wrestling. You think I can't hang?
I wasn't
How
talking to you. No, I
dare
know
you
you can hang, Trish. I know
Yeah,
you can hang.
thank you. You don't offend me like that. I'll fight you on that one, buddy.
You don't need to fight me, Trish. I'm with you on this one.
All right.
Mega Dave 2600 for $2 has just beat Donkey Kong Bonanza and loved it. Yeah, I just started streaming it the other day. It was so much fun. It's so much fun. That game is amazing. Bonanza. I love that. Bananergy. I love all the puns.
MJ!
Magically MJ, our friend from That Park Place for $4.99 says M4 Empire crew, hearts to all.
I'm not too familiar with you, but hello, nice to meet you.
She's from That Park Place.
Yes.
Pastor Muppets for $5, knee deep in season 15 of Supernatural. Expect my wife and I to be finished by next Thursday. Streaming it on Prime Video. Next, Firefly. I've seen it. I've not seen Firefly.
Look at my mug, everybody. Let me see if I can do it without spilling anything. My friend gave it to me for Christmas.
Hold on.
Ooh.
This is Good Morning, Gord. I'm trying to not tilt it. She said that she felt like I needed to have a pick me up, when I'm technically my morning is not the. Why am I getting off? Can you take me as the only one off the screen?
No, I wanted to see how long we were going to be able to last for that.
And it was starting to get all blurry. And we each year we
Censorship.
pick a thing. We pick a thing and we're like, okay, that's what we're getting each other. And she was super stoked because she was all excited for me to see this. And I think I laughed for a minute. And I was like, this is the best mug I've ever seen in my life. So I'm just going to sip on my drink out of my mug.
Okay, so here's a question for you guys. I'm legitimately interested in this one. It's not like me trying to be funny. What are your must-haves for a perfect public restroom?
Why do you want to talk about this?
I'm just because I have a system.
I'm still.
I'll go.
Don't mind me. I'm just trying not to blur over here.
So I have a star rating system. So it's got to flush without me touching it. It's got to have.
He's got a rating system.
Yeah,
it's like a Zagat's for the can.
Yeah, so it's gotta be an automatic flusher. It's got to have the automatic sink. It's got to have the automatic soap dispenser. It needs to have automatic paper towel dispenser, not just a hand dryer, because that just blows bacteria around. And the door needs to, there's a door, it has to swing so that I can push it open without touching.
You hearing this, Lauren?
You missed one, Marv. You missed one. It needs to have those post 2020 things where it has the foot thing at the bottom of the door, so you use your foot to open it, because people will walk out without washing their hands and keep grabbing the handle.
Well, you're not going in the stall, Nolan.
I'm with you, Lauren.
You know what my requirements for a toilet are?
That it's present?
A hole dug in the ground and a board with a hole in it.
That's my worst nightmare. No, you don't understand.
Don't go to Italy.
Yeah, no. If I ever went to Italy, I would have to just hold it for the entire time. I had
to do that one.
I went camping one time with an ex-girlfriend, and there was nothing but an outhouse on the campsite. And I don't know how I did it. I don't know how I did it.
She built the fire and put up the tent, didn't she?
We had a camper. I managed to somehow shut my entire body down. Where for the entire weekend, I did not need the facilities at all.
Impressive.
Yeah. There was no way it was happening.
You were literally anal retentive.
There was no way it was going to happen, Lauren.
Martin said your legs Zagat's for public bathrooms. I need you to start making little plaques and just putting them up with your star ratings in public bathrooms.
I literally if I go to a public restroom and I come out, I'll say to my wife 3 stars. Because each item is a star, and there's 5 items.
We should make a bathroom review app.
This feels I don't know, a Seinfeld subject or something.
One of my friends back in Jersey who I used to work with, literally adopted my star system. He came back after a lunch break one time, and he was just 0-star bathroom at that Wawa.
Do you hear this one? He's trying to be no, I have a friend. It's I'm a trendsetter with my 5-star system.
I expected much more from the M4 Empire. I did not expect that we were going to be talking about potties.
I'm just saying, man, this is a reality we all have to face.
So what's everyone's favorite bathroom? Super chat your answer down below.
Yeah.
Before we do the Wiltonathon, I'm going to send this stream to Wilton so that he knows all about it.
The star rating system? Good. Maybe he'll adopt it himself.
He is a troll, Marvin.
You have to be able to rate the bathroom so that when you go to a certain place, I know there's a 5-star bathroom here, so I can plan my evolutions accordingly.
Saying this now, Buc-ee's top tier bathrooms. They clean them routinely. Those are great.
Not only clean them routinely, each
go to one.
stall is like its own bathroom.
I want to go to one, not for the bathrooms. That's a you thing, Marv. But I want to go to a Buc-ee's. I hear such great things about them. I want to.
Oh, the food is wonderful.
Yeah, that's what I hear.
I've been at a Buc-ee's with Lauren and Nolan.
No one likes a braggart. But you got to go to a really cool place with Lauren and.
Just to clarify, not in the stalls, in the actual store part of the Buc-ee's.
That's wise of you to clarify.
Yeah, grab you some Buc-ee's food, take it to the stall. Why not?
We waited. We had to wait around in there for a while.
You better hope no one is turning on this stream for the first time right in the middle of this conversation.
I'm a little disturbed by the term "grab you some Buc-ee's." I think George Michael got arrested for that.
Oh no!
They actually brought out the Bucky Beaver guy as a character meet and greet in the store. Like he went over by where all the chocolate covered espresso beans and stuff like that were.
Was he like a cute mascot or like the creepy 1970s Disney mascot?
He was somewhere in between.
Okay.
You were there.
This is not Chuck E. Cheese. The mascot was he? Oh yeah, I got a picture of him. Yeah, I did.
Nolan, you were literally there.
Yes, I was. I'm sorry. When I think of Buc-ee's, the first thing I think of is that statue in the front that we got the picture with, the gold plaque to him
with the character too. I don't think Lauren.
Yes, I do have that picture. Oh my gosh, I gotta find that. Here, I'll find it so we can show the stream.
No, we don't gotta show the stream.
Why not?
Because there might be people in that picture that don't want.
Oh yeah, definitely not.
So,
just letting you know, chat. It was awesome.
It was awesome.
Because there's nothing better than being at Buc-ee's with your friends.
That's deep, Nolan.
Sorry, I was muted. Sorry with my hand, but it was still blurry. So don't mind me.
I thought you were telling
my
Nolan
paw go right in.
I thought you were saying talk to the hand because the face don't understand.
That's right. No, this way. It's this way.
Did you ever
you
do
gotta
that?
go like that.
You were a kid in the 90s.
Sometimes it's talk to the back of the hand, you know.
Did you ever unironically do it?
No, not unironically. You did. You definitely did.
Maybe once or twice.
Mm.
I had no identity as a kid. I was I was desperately seeking one. Yeah, I was seeking an identity, and so I would glom onto other people's identities, and then eventually I realized my identity was just to be super self-deprecating.
Desperately.
Well,
seeking
look at yourself
Marvin.
now. I mean, you lead a stream. It's pretty freaking cool.
I figured it out eventually. But
why am I still out of focus? This is driving me crazy. Sorry.
You're fine. You're not out of
I'd
focus.
either recommend
I look out of
having
focus
something
to me.
behind you to bring the focus to you, or maybe duck and then come back into the frame so it can focus.
You know what might work? You should put your
Maybe
hand up really close to the camera.
Nolan told me to do that. Don't laugh. That was Nolan's advice to me once when this happened. So
It usually
making fun
works.
of me. See, making fun of me.
Mm-hmm.
Look at him. He's just like, he's got nothing to say now.
I'm very tired.
I can see that.
Yeah. So we typically like to start off each show. I know we're 48 minutes into this show. By asking all of our panelists what they've been watching or reading or playing this week. So Trish, I'll start off with you. What have you been watching, playing, reading, or listening to this week?
I'm still working on my Animal Crossing island when I play something I haven't picked up in a few days, but I'm still working on that. Nirvana's going well. And I've just been watching, random things on YouTube. I watched a video none of you would be interested in about a supermodel. So I watched that, but
I'd be interested.
I was about to say, why wouldn't we be interested in a supermodel?
Because it's not about her just being pretty. It was about,
Yes, but isn't
her
she pretty?
life.
Yeah, but isn't she pretty in it?
Yeah. It said, actually, they made a movie about her back in 98.
What's her name?
Gia Karanji. And so Angelina Jolie was Gia. And it was before she was Angelina Jolie. She was breaking out and she won a Golden Globe for it and everything.
What's
It's
the
kind of a
movie
sad
about?
story, honestly. Well, her life, and it's kind of sad, but
I would assume. Do you think most supermodels have sad lives, or do you think they have charmed lives? I would assume it's got to be like a pretty rough life because like you're starving yourself and it's beauty
Well, they
standards.
start young. That's the problem.
But then like you've peaked by the age of like what 23.
Unless you're like Cindy Crawford or something.
Yeah, and
when you're just like an icon, you know. But yeah, you know. And then listening to my, you know, I was listening to some new wave. I was listening to Babushka by Kate Bush over and over again.
Trish, were you also listening to Pac-Man Fever?
I was told at one point to listen to it the other night, possibly by Nolan.
Did you enjoy it?
I mean, I've heard it before.
Okay. So the answer is yes.
I like how I've heard it before means she definitely liked it. She heard it. So that
definitely. Obviously.
I mean, it's a fun little song, but yeah, you know.
Only fools do not like that song.
Wait till he discovers Disco Duck.
Can I tell you, when he sent me the link, I was like, Disco Duck. It was like the first thing I thought of. I don't know why they go. I guess because they're such novelty songs from around the same time. But they just are like sibling songs to me.
Lauren, what about you? What have you been watching this week?
Muted.
Don't tell him.
No, he's my ally. I'm not going to make him look stupid.
My son has been rewatching Firefly, and I've been watching it with him. So that's what I've been seeing this week.
I still have not watched that the whole way through. I've seen a couple, like 2 or 3 episodes.
Yeah.
The ending's great.
You don't have follow through with that one either?
I've watched the first season of Supernatural. I completed the first season. I will
It's
move
so
on.
precious how you say that, like there's not another 14.
I will move on when I am ready to. This week I will watch with all the free time that I have.
Okay, don't start because I guarantee you in 3 seconds he's about to say, I watched something blah 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 for the first time and it was so good.
I did not.
Now he's not going to say it because I called him out. But
actually, there is one thing that I did watch.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Lauren's been watching. Martin, what about you?
I've mostly been reading, although I did watch Scream 4 the other night.
I love Scream 4. And do you understand what I mean when I say it was ahead of its time? Because it was 2011 when that came out, and they're talking about like influencer culture and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. People weren't ready for it.
It seems like something that should have come later, but yeah, they were on top of it.
Oh, I love that movie. I know it's a little bit of a hot take, but I love that movie.
But let's see, I read another one of the X-Wing books, another one of the Monster Hunter International books, and I finished the Dexter series.
Oh, you finished the Dexter series?
Books. Yeah.
Nolan, what about you? What weird YouTube thing have you been falling down?
Comic Lads. There's these 2 dudes, and they talk a lot about comic books and superheroes, and they recently did a recent video on what superheroes would have the best adult lust service pages on the internet, and I'll leave it at that. And they were in agreement Nightwing would do pretty well.
Yawn. That's a hack topic, not like bathrooms.
I've also been reading a book too.
I finished My Hero Academia. We finally watched. They finally finished it because we decided we didn't want to go week to week on it. So we were like, let's just wait until they finish it with the dub and then go through and it had one of the greatest endings of any show I've ever seen. It was phenomenal. It was so intensely satisfying of a finale. It was just tremendous.
That makes me so happy because like Stranger Things, I always put that one off, and I heard the finale was awful personally from you. So
yes, it was
I was going to ask, did you feel that way because Stranger Things was so bad?
No, I mean, because like the whole like previous season leading up to it, I was like, my goodness, this is like amazing. So I think that's like the only thing, like it's really the only, everything else that I've been doing or watching has been work related. Yeah, because I played Donkey Kong Bonanza on stream. I played Claire Obscure on stream and finished the first act. Yeah, that's been about it. Not really been doing much like in terms of like, you know, actually doing stuff. If I turn on the TV at the end of the night, it's like Family Guy or something like that, just to have like noise on in the background.
Veg out.
Yeah. So, all right, guys. Let me see if there's any other super chats to get to. And yeah, it looks like there are. Regina Sharp for 5 says, I spent 10 years in the military. As long as I have TP, I approve. There's a picture of my grandfather in World War II. And it was him like
in the bathroom?
Nolan. It was him coming out of like the woods he was holding like a shovel and a roll of toilet paper. And I like didn't understand it for a long time. And then finally I thought about it one day and I was like, oh, okay. I could never be in the military. 02RR for $5. Has anyone watched the Game Awards last month? We did. Yeah. I mean, Nolan and I at least did, right?
I skipped it. I couldn't do it another year.
This one was actually pretty good from what I've heard. It says, congrats to Expedition 33 on all their awards, but I was shocked Hideo Kojima didn't win a single award. Yeah, that is a little surprising. I was super happy for Expedition 33. That was what got me to finally play it. And I've been playing it on stream over on M4 Empire Gaming. And did we just lose Martin?
Yep.
Okay.
I think we did. Also, do follow M4 Empire Gaming. He does good work over there. Marv, did you watch any of the GameStop awards, though? I watched a bit of that one. It was pretty funny.
I didn't know there were GameStop awards.
Yeah, they got Scott the Laws for it. It was pretty good.
Oh, okay. William Schweiker for 5. Marvin, you should look up the bathrooms called heads on older combat naval vessels. Some seats are painted red, called the hot seat. Guess why? I don't know why.
I don't want to know why.
I don't think I want to know why. Yeah. All right, we're all caught up on super chats, guys. Send in your super chats, and we will stop in between the next segment. And $50 or more, and we do tend to stop and read your stuff aloud. All right, so let's talk about what's going on over in DC, because it is very, very interesting how it seems as though it's starting to resemble a different cinematic universe, and they're doing so with one of, I think, the best pieces of casting I've heard in many years. And that is that. Hold on. Okay, that didn't work. Come on, share this tab instead. Thank you. And that is that Sebastian Stan in talks for the Batman Part 2 could possibly be Two-Face.
Yes.
This article from That Park Place by Trevor Denning. Yes. The DC Elseworlds is looking more like the golden age of the Marvel Cinematic Universe with every new casting announcement. Deadline exclusively reported on Tuesday that Sebastian Stan was in talks for a role in Matt Reeves' The Batman Part 2, and now rumors claim he could play the villainous Two-Face. If the deal works out, Stan, who played Bucky Barnes in Captain America: The Winter Soldier, will likely be re-teaming with MCU alum Scarlett Johansson. Fan speculation is running high that Reeves' sequel will draw heavily from the long Halloween comic series, with Johansson playing Gilda Dent. The Insider was among the first to claim that the movie will feature Harvey Dent, Two-Face, his wife, Gilda, and Dent's father. Now, Jeff Snyder is suggesting that Stan is up for the role of Harvey Dent, the Gotham City DA who is driven mad. Last September, Reeves told Variety that the Batman Part 2 would probably begin shooting late this spring. Guys, this is great casting if this is true.
I know I'm slightly biased, but I sincerely do think it's great casting.
Sebastian Stan as Two-Face, I think, has the ability to be a generational comic book villain.
And it's hard because I really liked Aaron Eckhart in The Dark Knight. I actually thought he was excellent and sort of an underrated part of the movie. I don't hear people talk about him as much when they talk about how great that movie is, but yeah,
it's shoehorned in at the end.
Yeah, and it's just sort of he is a little bit just shoved off to the side, but.
It's completely overshadowed by Heath Ledger.
Yeah. And so I get it. I get why.
But that's a nice thing because the bar is so low. Because you had Tommy Lee Jones doing basically the Joker, and then you had Two-Face in for 5-10 minutes of the movie as actual Two-Face. So I like when actually have a real Two-Face chance.
I like what Aaron Eckhart did with the script that he was given. But like most of my complaints that surround The Dark Knight, I don't like the portrayal as being that specific character, because the thing about he just played Two-Face as somebody who was just driven mad by grief and was just really ticked off, as opposed to the split personality, which is, I think, what really drives Two-Face. Like the coin flip is not he seemed to use the coin flip as almost like a statement on chaos itself or something like that, or almost like a way to mock or humiliate his potential victims, but the coin flip is a compulsion.
I thought it was, and maybe I'm just overthinking it, was like how the Joker tricked Batman into thinking he was going to save Rachel, and he wound up saving Harvey, and it's like the arbitrary whatever, like what did the choice really mean? So
one or the other.
Yeah. That was how I always took it personally.
Okay.
It's one of the simplest things you can do in a villain duality. We had that with like Jekyll and Hyde. Like even in like Batman Forever, he just kept flipping the coin until it landed on what he want. Like we have been 30 years overdue.
The point of the coin is that he is of two minds of all things. You know, Harvey Dent is still a law-abiding district attorney who believes in justice, and Two-Face, or in, you know, Batman the Animated Series before it was Big Bad Harv, was, you know, is just a deranged psychopath. So basically when you flip the coin, it's who's going to get to decide what to do here. Is it Harvey Dent or is it Two-Face? And, you know, they kind of work together in that regard. And so the coin flip is a compulsion, which is why if you took the coin from him, it would be like an insane thing. Like he would flip out. Lauren, do you agree with me on that?
That was actually done in the Arkham Asylum story by Grant Morrison, if I remember right. That's how Batman kept him under control, was he took his coin.
He wouldn't be able to do anything.
Yep.
You'll get it back when you think about what you've done.
Lauren, what do you think about this casting? Sebastian Stan as Two-Face.
I like it. I think it's a fantastic idea. I think he's got the depth needed for that character. So I'm excited about it.
Especially if they pair him with Scarlett Johansson, because they worked really well together in the Marvel films.
Yep.
So
you know, I talked about this with you a little bit last night, that I'm like, listen, they underuse you in the MCU, so you jump that comic company ship and go to the Batman too. I'm into it.
I agree. So Stan is slated to appear in Avengers Doomsday, which comes out this December, but there's no guarantee that his character will survive the events of that film. If Bucky Barnes isn't returning in Avengers Secret War, Stan's schedule may allow him to jump to the other comic book film. I think that if he is in the Batman Part 2, it is all but confirmed that Doom is taking him out in this movie.
Which, just one less reason for me to give any crap about the MCU. It's like, you know what? Put me out of my misery. Do it. Put me out of my misery with this. Can't take it anymore. It's been however many years with you doing this with this character. I'm over it.
The Liquid Fox, by the way, is again once again the best portrayal of Harvey Dent Two-Face was on Batman the Animated Series, and I agree. That Two-Face 2-part episode was incredible. The origin story episode, really, really cool. So is it just me though, guys, or does it seem like we're starting to get a lot of Marvel people jumping ship over to DC?
Well, they want to work. I can't really blame them.
I'm not blaming them. I mean, but even James Gunn is from Marvel. So basically it's like,
I was about to say, let's not forget that Emma Stone was also rumored to be taking the role before Scarlett Johansson took it, and she came from Marvel.
Well, she came from Sony Marvel, but yeah,
still Marvel.
The other one is Barry Keoghan, who is expected to return as the Joker in The Batman Part 2. Of course, this is from a deleted scene that he was in, but he is in the very end. You just don't see him the way you see him in the deleted scene. According to Variety, Barry Keoghan is expected to return as the Joker in Matt Reeves' Batman Part 2. The character was teased at the end of 2022's The Batman. Keoghan was only credited as unseen Arkham prisoner, though Reeves later confirmed that it was, in fact, the Joker. The latest information about a movie that has so far been kept under tight wraps is beginning to reveal the bigger picture. Now, of course, a series of rumors from early last December suggested that it would be The Long Halloween. Reeves has said in interviews that the central villain would be someone never before seen in live action, and the plot would not just be a serial killer story. The organized crime themes that set the tone for the Batman and were expanded on in The Penguin would fit well for The Long Halloween. So if Holiday is the main villain, then I guess that's correct, Lauren. It is someone we've never seen as the main villain before.
Yeah, and again, that's just my interpretation of the character, and a lot of it has to do with how they portray him in that movie. It's like he's got the rich background, the burning down of the orphanage, all of that stuff to me corresponds to Hush. So I'm curious to see what direction that they go there, because it felt to me like that's what they were hinting.
Well, Barry Keoghan, if he is the Joker, I'm going to be a little disappointed that he's in this movie. I kind of needed a break from the Joker, which I know is a weird thing to say because I love the Joker so much, but you want to talk about a character that's a little overexposed right now.
Well, the thing is that Batman has such a wonderful rogues gallery, and there's a lot of different roles that you can take, and you can go from the grounded to the way out there stuff. It's like the great thing about Batman is that you can tell a purely noir story with just the mob and gangsters, or you can have a story with Clayface, and it all works because the character has generally been written so well that you can just make it work. In Gotham, this makes sense.
I agree.
I just remembered how Barry Keoghan. Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. No, you go first.
I just remembered how Barry Keoghan is playing Ringo Starr in those Beatles biopics.
Is he really?
And I'm not sure how I feel about it. I don't know too much about him.
But
I don't think he looks like him, but you know.
He is technically another Marvel person because I believe he was in the Eternals. I mean, I've only watched the Eternals one time.
And like not a lot of other people by the sound of it.
Yeah. The more I hear about the Batman Part 2, the more I start to actually have hope for it. Like I said, I don't love the Batman. I think there are good things in the Batman, but I think the Batman falls apart in the third act. Lauren, I know you have the casting problems.
Yeah, for me, the major issues were casting. I hate Robert Pattinson as Bruce. I'm not wild about Andy Serkis as Alfred. I don't like Paul Dano as a general rule. But weirdly, the cinematography was great. Gotham was a character. I felt like they told the story of year one, well, I guess technically this is year 2 for him in this, but they're doing the Carmine Falcone story, and they were relatively faithful to it. So that's always that's always something that catches my attention. So if Pattinson ups his game in the performance, this casting makes me very happy that I'm hearing so far. So
yeah,
I'm curious to see what they come up with.
The thing I didn't like about Pattinson was he reminded me of Val Kilmer a little bit, in that there was no distinction between Batman and Bruce Wayne. Like Bruce Wayne was just as broody out in public as Batman was. And the one thing that I thought in Batman Begins that put Batman Begins over the top for me was the fact that Christian Bale as Bruce Wayne played the buffoon. You know?
So, say that again. Sorry.
The fact that Christian Bale as Bruce Wayne played the buffoon so well.
Oh yeah. Especially in Batman Begins, you don't really get that much in the other movies, but he did a great job, especially when he goes to the restaurant, with the supermodels.
Yeah,
and gets into the I love that because that is a totally Bruce thing to do.
And that's the thing that like nobody ever really talks about. Like the reason why they do it is because Bruce Wayne, if Bruce Wayne is just this bumbling oaf, nobody would ever think like someone is eventually going to say about Batman and all of his gadgets, that stuff looks pretty expensive. Who could afford that? And the last person on earth that you would think about is Bruce Wayne. And like in the Nightfall novelization, which is phenomenal. I wish I could find it again. They have Bane sees right through it. Like when Bane is shown like a list of people who could be Batman, he points right at Bruce.
This is something that I feel like no other medium has gotten right for Bane, because in the comics, he's a very intelligent guy. He's not just this muscle-bound, drug-fueled freak.
Mm-hmm.
He's a general. And that comes from being raised in the Santa Prisca prison,
Yeah.
So they've never properly portrayed that. The closest that they got was the Bane that we got in the last Christian Bale movie. I know a lot of people hate that performance, but at least he was playing an intelligent Bane.
Bane is one of the few characters in Batman media where the Arkham games, as beloved as they are, they didn't hit the nail on the head with Bane. Like, Bane is still a big question mark in the main public zeitgeist. Like, he's about overdue for redemption.
Well, to be fair, I mean, Bane in The Dark Knight Returns was very intelligent, and he was a tactician and a general, but it just, you were also missing the fact that you were missing the Venom. Like you have to have the two different parts to make it work. And that's why when Bane becomes overly reliant on Venom, that is when that tactician mind of his starts to slip.
Now, I would say that Bane in the Telltale Batman games is handled pretty well too. I think it could have been better, but
I love those games.
Yeah, they weren't bad.
Yeah, I really enjoy that. I really enjoy those games.
If I wanted to watch the Batman 2,
uh-huh,
what are the odds I'm gonna have to sit and watch all 3 hours of the Batman 1? Probably pretty high, right?
No, I don't think so. I think they'll probably launch you into a new story and just assume you know the framework of who Batman is.
Okay, because I remember I was interested in watching it, and then I saw it was 3 hours long, and I was like, no, I'm not watching this for 3 hours.
This might tie it back to the greater topic. Marvin, do you think James Gunn, or not James Gunn, do you think they're going to require you to watch all of the Penguin, all MCU style, to where you have to know the shows to know the characters? Or do you think this will stand alone?
Definitely not. So from what I understand, the Penguin is not even going to be in the Batman Part 2. I think Colin Farrell said he's not in it. So, or he's in it very little.
Surprising.
And I think the extent to which you had to be well-versed in all the other MCU stuff was more marketing than ever really true.
Yeah, I could see that. I could definitely see that. But I mean, with the as far as the Batman goes, if you want to see the Batman Part 2, I'm sure there will be like get caught up on the Batman in 5 minutes video.
I mean, yeah, that's true. Because like I said, it's not even so much that I wasn't interested. It's just like people need an editor. Like, why did that movie need to be 3 hours?
Not only is it 3 hours, but so they built the entire score around this very simplistic, like I think they were trying to do like a Jaws thing, how like Jaws had the doo doo, because the entire movie is bum 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 bum, and they find different ways to get into it, but like after like 2.5 hours, they start doing that again. You're like, oh, all right, enough with this theme.
Annoying.
It was very annoying. But again, like he's completely stoic and creepy as Bruce Wayne. I don't mind Andy Serkis's Alfred. I don't like that Bruce, like Alfred basically solves all the riddles for Bruce. Like Bruce doesn't actually use his brain in this. There was some like detective work that he was doing, like when he was talking about like the scarring around the severed thumb that he finds, and like, you know, there was some detective stuff going on. But, you know, the Riddler says to him, oh, you're not as smart as I thought you were. And it's correct. He's not.
What's the point of a Batman versus Riddler story if Batman doesn't use his brain? That defeats the whole purpose of the movie.
It wasn't really a Batman versus Riddler story. It was a Batman versus, which is strange because the Riddler comes off like a left-wing eco-terrorist, not an eco-terrorist, but like a left-wing, like anti-billionaire, you know, like that kind of like extreme.
Right, it was kind of like,
kind
of like Occupy Wall Street run through incel internet culture.
Yeah, because then in like the third act, all of a sudden he turns into like a right-wing, like gun nut, you know, like you said, conspiracy theory culture. Yeah, it was a little strange.
That sounds unappealing.
It was very unappealing. It wasn't.
Didn't they model him off the Zodiac killer?
Kind of did, yeah, because he had ciphers and stuff like that. And the Riddler's not supposed to be like the Zodiac killer.
And I didn't like his look either.
Yeah, well, he didn't have a look.
Well, you know what I mean, because you know, not that it needs to be like cartoony to be, but
right. But he wore that weird hockey mask and stuff like that. Like I personally love, because the Riddler at the core of it is kind of a dork. So the Riddler would wear the big green jacket with the question marks
like in Gotham. He was such a dork in Gotham.
He was a dork.
The actor was great.
Yeah. What do you think of the Penguin on Gotham?
I mean, I liked him. I thought he did a good job.
I couldn't get into that show because of Fish Mooney.
But she's only in the first season.
No, she's not. She comes back
for like an episode.
No, she was in it through more than that.
Yeah.
No, not really. She was gone at the kill her at the end of the first season, and then she's got like a little thing, and then she's like gone again.
She came back in this ridiculous storyline with this like surgeon who was like carving
Yeah.
people up, and I was like,
It wasn't
what?
an entire season. It was like a
See,
handful of
I didn't
episodes.
stick around to find out.
That's not the way I remember it. I remember her being in it for more than that. I'd have to go back and look, but I think she was.
I remember I said to Kevin, I hate Jada Pinkett Smith, but I'm gonna stick this out because she's clearly only here for the first season. The Penguin will end up killing her, and that's gonna be that. I will hang out long enough to watch her get impaled by an umbrella, but after that, we'll be good.
That's why I like Scream 2 so much. Just right at the beginning, get it done.
And so then we get to the point where, they take her out, and then in the second season, she was back, and I said, that's it, I'm done. And I never went back.
Was it really? Okay, I always had a question about this. How long is recurring when someone's recurring? Would you say, like, how many episodes constitutes recurring as opposed to like guest star? Is it just because they come back, or is it like a set episode amount?
I think it's a percentage amount, isn't it? Like percentage of screen time?
I think it probably is more of a marketing term, and it's what your agents can get you signed up for. Like also starring, featuring, recurring.
So a recurring cast member is an actor playing a character who appears in multiple episodes of a TV show, but not as frequently as a main or series regular, often under a limited contract for a specific arc or season, and whose storyline affects or relates to the main character without being the primary focus.
I guess my question
John
is compared to
Delancey is
guest.
Q.
I cannot do that. But yes.
So
I'm sure that's apt.
And a guest star is a significant, usually one episode role that's central to the plot.
Hold on a second. I'm just looking here. It's more my question is compared to a guest star, not a main character.
Yeah, that's what I just said. A guest star is usually just one episode. Do you not hear me?
I half hear you.
Okay.
Because I'm looking up.
I answered your question twice.
Yeah, I was looking up to see like an actual episode number because I'm just curious and I can't find that anywhere. Of her, an actual episode number for her, not for that.
Okay.
But
yeah,
all I keep seeing is just season 1 and then recurring, and I'm like, okay, that doesn't.
Yeah, she would have been a recurring character. A guest star would be somebody that came in to play like a freak of the week.
That important, honestly, she's really not. I think that the bug nuts fun outweighs whatever Jada Pinkett Smith is on the screen.
I also really liked the dude that played Alfred, Sean Pertwee.
He's great.
He was I remember at New York Comic Con, I went to the Gotham panel, and somebody asked Sean Pertwee who his favorite superhero was, and I just yelled out Third Doctor, and he like smiled and gave me a thumbs up because that was his father was the Third Doctor Who. And the fact that they never recast him as the Third Doctor in anything, Martin, is a travesty because he looked exactly like his father.
Yeah.
There was
that's
that,
one thing I should have mentioned. I was watching through this week. I have restarted New Who.
Okay.
And all the things that everybody complained about with the 13th Doctor and on, it's all in the first season.
Is it really?
It is. Every bit of it.
Like what?
Like Rose is just the most special person there is, and the Doctor falls in love with her immediately. And all the guys are completely useless, or even worse, they're the reason why everything goes wrong. It's Russell T Davies got reined in at some point. And then when he came back, all that was off. In fact, I was watching it and I thought to myself, he's the gay Andrew Tate. He wants to have relations with men, but he doesn't like them at all.
You're talking about the 10th Doctor here.
I'm talking about the 9th Doctor.
Oh, okay. So you think the 9th Doctor fell in love with Rose?
Yeah.
Okay, I never got that. Lauren, what were you gonna say?
I have an answer.
Okay.
Jada Pinkett Smith appeared in the total of 28 episodes of Gotham as Fish Mooney. She was a main cast member in season 1, 22 episodes in total. She appeared in 19 of them, and returned recurringly in seasons 2 and 3, credited in about 9 episodes combined across those seasons, including a resurrection and final storyline. Her character did not appear in seasons 4 and 5 beyond mentions.
Yeah, and I looked it up on the Gotham wiki because everything has a wiki. And the breakdown of that is she's in 2 episodes in season 2 and then another however many in season 3.
Does she actually get killed at some point in the show?
Can I tell you she's so unimportant to me? I honestly don't remember.
Okay.
Potentially, honestly, but I sincerely don't remember.
The other thing is like I think that and you never know with a child actor, but like that kid never ends up looking like he should be Batman.
He's a good little actor though. I thought he did a good job. And I always love watching kids over a period of time because you definitely saw him be little to being like he's clearly going through puberty and whatnot. It was kind of interesting. And I thought the Catwoman, the Selena that they got was like a mini Michelle Pfeiffer. I can never get past it. And she did a good job too. No, she looks like someone like plucked Michelle Pfeiffer out of childhood and brought her in. It's like odd how much she looks like her, but yeah, I thought they did a good job. The one thing they did on that show that I did not like, sincerely, was make Poison Ivy's name Ivy. I hated that. Hated it.
They made her name Ivy?
And I absolutely despise it. And it doesn't really affect anything, but I just hated it. I'm like, that is not her name. Why are we doing this?
That's not my name.
That bothers me more than Fish Mooney, honestly.
I don't like that they named you know what? I think I remember that in the first season that she was named Ivy.
And also like the first season's so different. You can tell in the first season when they clearly got told they were getting a season 2.
Mm-hmm.
Because all of a sudden there's like this little arc with Milo Ventimiglia's character, his little guest star recurring character for that season.
Who
and
did
you're
he
like, oh, I don't remember. But he was involved with Barbara, if I remember right.
Okay.
And again, it was season 1. Season 1's more normal, quote unquote, than like the other seasons of that show. I'm gonna look them up.
Does it eventually transition to be less about Gordon and more about Bruce?
It's just about all of them, honestly.
Okay.
He plays. Really, you're going to tell me that characters name and not who they are? Oh, he was known as the Ogre or the Don Juan Killer, and I have no idea if that's actually from the comics or not. But that's who he played.
So I remember saying when I first heard the concept that it was going to be like a Gotham City Police Department show, because that was how it was originally pitched. I remember saying, "Man, I really wish this was just like a young Batman show, like show me him training, but I was told that it eventually does become that.
He gets like seamlessly, it's all
well, eventually the League of Assassins comes in to train him, right?
Like, the stuff that I remember is a lot more honestly, it's not very Batman related. The stuff that I remember was a lot more like villainy. And
is Ra's al Ghul in it?
Warren, Martin, you two watched this, right? Martin, I think watched it.
The guy from Taken.
Well, no,
Liam Neeson.
Liam Neeson's not in it, but
it's
the same character.
Ra's does appear in Gotham, and guess who he's played by?
Who?
Dr. Bashir.
Dr. Bashir.
I don't know what that means.
I don't know what that is.
I don't understand that reference, Dean.
From Deep Space Nine?
I never watched Deep Space Nine.
Well, I wouldn't know that.
You didn't?
Really?
Alexander Siddig?
Really? It's him?
He did an arc in a season of 24, if you remember that.
Huh. Okay. That guy, I just looked him up.
The dude who was Zaz was like, he was another one. I'm doing this a lot tonight. He was great. He chewed scenery in the best way.
Zaz is a character that has to chew the scenery.
He was great. I think you'd really like him, honestly. Yeah. And Donald Logue is Bullock.
I do.
Best Bullock
like
I've ever seen.
Yeah,
Bullock was fantastic.
I liked him a lot.
And it helped explain. It helps explain why Gordon puts up with the Bullock that everybody knows from the later stuff. Because, like, in the comic book, Silver Age Bullock is a very different character than he is later, and later he becomes sloppy and maybe on the edge of being corrupt. But this gives a reason why Gordon trusts him. I like that.
Look, this is saying, forget Supernatural, Marv. Watch Deep Space Nine.
Stop it, Daniel. You stop it.
Absolutely
not.
The Star Trek I'm making my way through right now, very, very slowly, is The Next Generation.
It's okay, Daniel.
Are we on season 3 yet?
I don't think so.
I'm actually shocked that I guess I'd forgotten that you hadn't watched The Next Generation either. It's like this is a giant gap in your geek knowledge.
I am still very new to Star Trek. I'm very interested in it, and I am learning as I go along.
Enjoy every moment of it, man. Make it last.
I watched a lot of the original series. Now I'm making my way through Next Generation, and then I will continue on as needed.
You just don't
forget the TNG movies take place after the show.
Did you say that I don't have the eye of the tiger?
And I know why Martin's laughing, because that is a dual reference by saying Eye of the Tiger. You do not have the Eye of the Tiger.
Did you just make a Rocky reference to me?
I made a Rocky reference and I made a Supernatural reference. If you know, you know. And you do not have the Eye of the Tiger for getting through this show. You just do not. What? Did you look up Supernatural and Eye of the Tiger, Nolan?
No, that's Lauren playing it.
Yeah, Lauren was playing it on his phone.
Oh, was he?
I had to stop though because it'll get us in trouble. But I figured that was probably about 7 seconds. So
that was you were fine. we were within bounds there, I think.
The only way though,
that's right, Elbird.
The only way to start off that song though is you got to have Clubber Lang throwing the beer bottle at the pinball machine.
No, that's Paulie.
Oh, is it Paulie who does it?
How did you get Mr. T and Burt Young confused with each other?
Well,
I haven't seen Rocky 3 in like 15 years. What? I thought he threw it because he was jealous of it.
You put them right next to each other.
I mean, which one?
Tell the difference.
So why did he throw the bottle? I thought Clubber Lang threw it because he was jealous of Rocky, and that's why it was like
no. Paulie threw it because he was jealous of Rocky.
Okay. Oh, it's been a minute.
And then it goes into
that movie.
Paulie gets arrested. It goes into the scene in the parking garage about the watch.
He tries to like beat him up.
Well, they just came out with this Rocky set of all the movies and director's cut, so I need to buy that. So I'll make that right.
Oh, does it have the Rocky vs. Creed version of Rocky 4?
I think it does.
The what?
He went back and did a director's cut of Rocky 4 just a few years ago. It cuts out all the
Rocky
robot
versus
stuff.
Creed.
It cuts out all the robot stuff.
It aired theatrically, I think.
Yeah, I think it was a Phantom Events thing or Fathom Events.
Yeah, I have never heard of that. So it cuts out the robot stuff. What does it put in its place?
I think it's a tighter runtime, but it's more character driven than the fourth one ended up being theatrically. Okay. And I think it's probably grittier too. I haven't watched the theatrical cut of the fourth one in a few years now.
What do you prefer?
I mean, just for the sheer 80s insanity of it, the original fourth one.
I mean, that robot is just pure 80s insanity. You're right.
That robot was actually at Disney World.
Was it really?
Rocky ends the Cold War with his perseverance.
He tries very hard. And the Russians, they appreciate that. Hold on. I'm doing something real quick in the background. And save. Nope. All right, because we're gonna play a little game, Nolan. It's called Who is Who.
Oh no! Oh no!
Burt Young and Mr. T.
No. Should I be scared?
Burt Young pities the fool.
He probably Burt Young doesn't give pity.
Oh, hey, Donovan Bradford corrected me. He said Creed versus Drago.
Okay, that makes more sense. I'm like, what is Rocky going to do?
There's more Creed versus Drago?
Let's see. I did see the unedited version of Creed versus Drago, and Creed did much better in round one and didn't get destroyed early.
Oh, okay. I like that, actually. All right, Nolan, who is who?
Can I phone a friend? Can I phone Trish?
Yeah, seriously. It's like looking in. It's like they're looking into a mirror.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's like the opening.
Trish, which one is Mr. T?
I think it's the one on the right, but a little difficult for me to tell with these. Maybe it's the pictures. I don't know.
Well, it's because Mr. T's not wearing his hat.
Yes.
Like Fozzie.
Oh, that's right.
Yes.
It was a trick question. They were both Mr. T.
Okay. You got to let me know when you pull your shenanigans, you know? Man.
I don't like these people, Rock. Maybe they don't like you. What I ever do to them? That's my favorite line in Rocky 3. You know, I don't love Rocky 4. I know
I don't hate it.
I don't hate it, but like it's not like everyone says it's the best one, and I'm like, no, it's not.
No, 1 is the best one.
Yeah, 1 is the best one. Like
I thought everyone always says. I thought everyone always said that they got gradually worse as they went on, except for 6.
No, 4 is better than 3. I think. It for me from best to worst, it goes 1, Rocky Balboa, 2, 4, 3, 5.
I love Rocky Balboa.
Rocky, that's
a great
number 2.
movie.
You just like it because Milo Ventimiglia is in it.
No, I thought it was a legitimate. I watched it because Milo Ventimiglia is in it. But I thought it was a legitimately great movie, and I thought it was like perfect casting. Because come on, like really.
I think that Rocky Balboa was the apology we all needed for Rocky 5. I will never understand why Rocky 5 is a street fight and why the story wasn't him getting back in the ring.
Well, you know that he really didn't like Rocky 5. You know he really didn't like it when he has that whole montage at the beginning of 6 and they completely cut 5 out from the movie.
Well, they do mention the reason he has to go before the Philadelphia Athletics Board is because of the brain damage.
Right.
He couldn't get a license to fight because of the brain damage.
Okay, so that's the thing that we're going to be realistic about. We just had a sentient robot in the last one.
Listen.
To be fair, it's not a sentient robot. That is a real robot, and those things were for sale.
Yeah.
Was it really?
Yeah.
No, but it full on converses. It converses with them.
I don't remember doing that in the movie. It did have...
In the movie, it very much does. It starts nagging Paulie about taking his like his jacket and stuff or whatever it was. I don't know.
Well, they were real things, and there's actually a reason why that is in the movie, although I think he's embarrassed by it now. I don't remember what the story is. I know it had something to do with some kind of a...
Did he lose a bet with Schwarzenegger?
It was a medical thing. It had something to do with raising awareness for some type of illness, if I remember right, or maybe it was that the robot visited kids in the hospital. I don't remember precisely what it was, but I know there's a reason he put it in there.
So like if the robot visited kids from hospital, it's the robot from Rocky visiting them.
Yeah, something like that. I don't recall exactly what it was, but there was a good intention behind it.
Mm-hmm.
It's just so out of place. Although at that point, Rocky's supposed to be letting all the fame and everything go to his head, so I could totally buy that he would go buy a robot.
When Mr. T breaks the pinball machine. To be fair, Nolan, in that opening montage, Mr. T is in it, but he's like watching Rocky's fights from the crowd. And
okay,
and then you
that
see him like
makes way more
you see him like in his gym, like working out.
I like when the storyline is Nolan can't tell the difference.
Yeah.
I like that. I like that cut, not the director's cut.
The Nolan cut? Is that what we need next?
The Nolan cut.
Or we just change the one scene.
The Nolan Batman. Amazing. Okay. Trying to boot up our next story here. So they have it though. Marvel is DC is going Marvel, and yeah. It does. I originally there was a thing where a Marvel actor contractually couldn't be in a DC movie, so that's why I'm thinking if that's still in place, that might be why Sebastian Stan is probably going to die in Doomsday.
That makes sense.
So, like what Fox for $2 Canadian says, I think you'll like Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. I never seen any of the Full Metal Alchemist stuff. Regina Sharp says, any version of Bane that does not wind up in a wrestling ring with Killer Croc is automatically insufficient. Oh boy. We never. Oh no, we have gotten Killer Croc in a movie. He was just in the Squad. He was in the Squad movie.
Yeah.
William
Very
Schweigert
forgettable.
says red seats in heads are for sailors with diseases they picked up from other people. Chef Eddie became a YouTube member. Welcome, Chef Eddie. I also gifted 5 M4 Empire memberships. So welcome to all of you new members. You guys will be able to watch Crime and Punishment with me and Trish tomorrow. Liquid Fox for $2 Canadian says Jada would be a good Voldemort. No makeup needed.
Watch out. Will Smith has slapped people for less.
He seriously has. For Will Smith has got bigger things to worry
He
about
laughed.
right now.
I say this every time. Will Smith initially laughed at the joke.
Okay, gentlemen, we've all been on the receiving end of the look that he got when he laughed, and then she gave him the look, and he knew he had to do something, or there would be no living with this putrid hag that he's married to.
But I mean, they were not even actually really that together at that point anyway.
They never
found
are.
out later.
Do you think there was any living with her in any circumstance at any time ever, no matter what he did?
I think it's never about the pain being gone. I think it's about making it manageable at times. It's like in Final Fantasy X, where you had the big sin monster, and they always the summoner defeats it, but it always comes back. So you're just basically living for the period of time in between when it's defeated and comes back.
Exactly like that.
Just like the sailors that have to use that red toilet seat.
Exactly.
Oh no!
Make your best of the time between. Virginia Sharp says, "How do you not watch all the things, Marvin? Because I'm very busy." Pro compared my schedule the other day to his. That's how I knew that I'm really, really busy. Pro said to me the other day, he's like, I think the 3 people that are just maxed out the most are me, you, and Jonas right now. And I was like, thank you for acknowledging that. Liquid Fox says for $2, who is Booker T next to in that pick? That would be Burt Young.
It's a Booker T.
All right. So, let's take a look at our next story here, guys. Rumor: HBO considering MCU actress to play a female Voldemort.
Yes.
In upcoming Harry Potter TV series.
Some people just want to watch the world burn, and that is me.
I love that you have hit full chaos, Trish.
I want it. I want it.
You are just do all the things.
Yes. All of it. I want all of it done. All of it. It can only get better by doing this, guys. Come on.
The upcoming Harry Potter television reboot at HBO is already facing intense scrutiny, and the series has yet to air a single episode. A new casting rumor suggests the studio may be considering a highly controversial idea: a female Voldemort. The claim originates from a recent industry casting roundup published by Deadline. While no official announcement's been made, the rumor alone has ignited debate. According to Deadline, Tilda Swinton has circulated online as a possible candidate to play Voldemort in HBO's Harry Potter series. Swinton previously played the Ancient One in Marvel's Doctor Strange and is known for taking on unconventional and transformative roles. If you're gonna make Voldemort a woman, this is probably the woman to do it with.
Cynthia Erivo?
No, not Cynthia Erivo. Though, she does look enough like a snake.
I love that when the MCU hired her to do a gender swap, it was because they thought they'd get in less trouble than having a Tibetan character, because China would flip their lid over having a Tibetan character. So let's just make it a woman. It's the one time they whitewashed anybody.
Let's make it a woman and make it a not only just make it a woman, make it a white woman. It was incredible. And they didn't get that much of there was backlash, but there wasn't that much backlash. I will say she's also very good in that movie.
Yeah.
It has nothing
She's
to
a
do with
fine
Tilda
actress.
Swinton.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So here's the thing. Voldemort in the books is described as having a very high-pitched voice. And so because I think that if Tilda Swinton were to play Voldemort, I don't think she plays it as a female Voldemort. I think she plays it straight up as a dude.
Stop it. You know what? Yes. Why not? Why not? It's just
Like,
just do all the things.
I think they
Why
just
not?
pretend that she's a dude, because then the gender folks can then say, oh, because it's representation. I'm like, of the villain? Of the murderous blood purity villain?
Yeah, but how many
Goes
times
after babies?
How many times has that exact scenario played out? Like when they made Ivy and Harley Quinn an item, and it was heralded as an inclusion thing. I'm like, you do realize that one of them is insane and the other is genocidal.
Yeah, it's an eco-terrorist. Like, so it's important to be precise. The report does not confirm that Voldemort will be written as female within the show's canon. Instead, it notes that Swinton has emerged as a popular rumor among industry watchers when discussing who might be cast as the franchise's central villain. At this stage, the concept of a female Voldemort remains speculative and unconfirmed. So here's the other thing. They are not saying who is playing Voldemort, which I think means one of two things. Either it is somebody controversial and they don't want the flack for it, or it's Ray Fiennes. Those are the two options.
He'd do it.
Like he did. He said he wanted to play Voldemort again. So like if Quirrell, so I don't think we're gonna find out until Quirrell takes the turban off. And if they've written themselves into a corner now, though, because
there's no way that stays a secret. We'll know long before that.
Yeah, you never know. If that turban comes off and it's not a woman now, the activists are going to flip out. And if it is a woman, the other side is going to flip out.
This is going to be my favorite show. Not the show itself, everything around it. It's kind of like when the Witcher stuff was going on. I was like, all of this.
Dumbest show that's ever existed. They should have just ignored the activists. You're never getting them. Ever. They're never coming around. So
I don't even know
bother.
that it's about that. I don't even know that it's, or at least solely about that. I think they think this is how it needs to go. Lest we forget the guy they hired to run the entire thing was complaining in the most diplomatic, in his mind, way possible of how, it's her world and it's very hard to write because you can't do your own thing.
Go make your own thing.
Then, couched it with, because obviously we love her and she created a great thing. And I'm like, you're already complaining you don't get to create your own thing. Why are you on this?
Yeah, go make your own thing if that's what you want to do. You know what? There's no money in going to make your own thing. There's a lot of money in doing Harry Potter.
It's just like, and just like that, the spinoff of Sex and the City. I am convinced Cynthia Nixon, who plays Miranda, wanted to shop around a show about her life. And nobody wanted to fund a show about Cynthia Nixon's life. So she just threw it all on Miranda because she had more power than that show. I'm convinced she just threw it all on the character of Miranda in that show and just dropped a nuke on everything they built up in that show for that character.
Miranda's the redhead, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm convinced she shopped it around.
I was deeply disappointed in that show.
What, and just like that?
Yeah, I spent the entire series run waiting for the big band scene, and it never happened.
What am I not getting?
He got it. It took a while. I was wondering if it was going to land.
It took me a second.
I'm sure it's funny, though. I just don't.
Sax in the City?
Oh, I was thinking in Just Like That. That's why. Okay, got it. Lorne.
Yeah,
look how it tickles. I love when he's tickled with himself. I love it.
What's the name of the lady who plays Miranda?
Cynthia Nixon.
She is in The Gilded Age, which is a show that I really like, and she clearly doesn't have any power in that show because they're not doing any of the activist stuff in that show. But she is like the worst of the worst when it comes to the activism.
I'm just, if you know about what happened to the character in the, I don't even want to call it, it's Sex and the City too, whatever. If you know about who she was and then who they made her in the show, there's no way she wasn't like, let's just put my life story.
Did they make her would they make her a lesbian?
Yeah.
Makes
Left
sense.
her husband and her kid, which is exactly what happens in real life. Yeah. Well, divorced, but yeah. It was thoroughly unlikable. So thoroughly unlikable. And you're just this has Cynthia Nixon's fingerprints all over it.
Well, if she is thoroughly unlikable, so
I'm sure that this guy has like a similar mentality of it.
So Harry Potter, if we go with the female Voldemort, I legitimately think so. When I was listening to the full cast audiobook, I was listening to the Chamber of Secrets. Fantastic. Kit Harington as Gilderoy Lockhart. They better cast him in the show because he's really, really good. But Madame Pomfrey starts talking, and I'm like, that sounds like a dude. And my wife is like, yeah, no, that really sounds like a dude. So she looked it up, and it's a dude. They cast the trans actor who plays Madame Pomfrey or who plays Serona Ryan in Hogwarts Legacy as Madame Pomfrey. So they're trying to reach across the aisle toward these folks, and they're never going to get them. Ever. Because remember, they did the Serona Ryan thing, Trish, and it wasn't enough. They made it so that you couldn't create a completely gender political character in that. You could have a female body with a male voice and, do whatever pronouns you want. And it was not enough for them.
Well, what's even funnier is they're like, oh, boycott it. Don't buy it. I'm like Rowling didn't already get her money. She's already paid from it. It doesn't matter. You're not taking money out of her pocket.
And the game literally broke records. I mean, it was a phenomenal success. And the second one is coming like a freight train.
So. Like I said, some people just want to watch the world burn.
I know.
And that is where I'm at.
Once Papa Aceto was announced, you had hit that point, Trish, where you were just kind of like,
it's over.
Let's just see where all this goes.
It's over. Count it out. It's over. So, like I said, go nuts. Go nuts. Like we joked about Black Voldemort way back in the day, but what other kind of thing can you run with? You could do anything.
Yeah.
Do anything.
We could make all the Ravenclaws Asian.
Not just Cho Chang.
Yeah, all of them, not just Cho Chang.
Well, that would mean Luna would be Asian.
Like the Asian kid comes up and put the Sorting Hat. It's like, I know exactly where you're going.
Ravenclaw, not even off yet.
Yeah, like the Sorting Hat is just sorting people by race at this point. All the Slytherins are black now because Snape is black.
Which, again, optics, but all right.
And then the Hufflepuffs, maybe the Hufflepuffs are all Hispanic, and then the Gryffindors are all white. And you're just
Harry
sitting
Potter.
there.
So it's Harry Potter race wars, but not the race war that's actually in the story.
Exactly.
Harry Potter and the School of Segregation.
Yeah, and because at a certain point in time, the Sorting Hat decided to stop looking at intangibles and just started basing people on what they look like, just like an activist would. So,
carried to its logical conclusion, we've seen the French version of Hogwarts. We've seen a Russian version of Hogwarts. These various different nationalities. You just mentioned Hispanics. Does that mean that in the Mexican version of the Hogwarts School of Wizardry that they have a sorting sombrero?
That's awful.
I actually love the idea of Mexican Harry Potter.
Does it include big booty Latinas?
Nolan
You'd
Thunder.
think yes.
I love this idea.
I like the idea of the people in France sitting down. There's a sorting beret.
I was just gonna say each one has its own culturally appropriate hat.
The Norwegians school has a Viking helmet.
The Moroccans have a fez.
Can the American one have a cowboy hat?
Of course. It's 100% a cowboy hat.
Yeah. That's right.
What do the Canadians have?
One of those hats, the winter hats that have the
oh
flaps.
My god, with the little flappies for the ears. Yes.
I love those hats. I mean, I say that with love. I love those hats.
And when it comes on, the flappies come in front of the face, and that's the Sorting Hat's mouth.
The flappies.
Yeah.
The flappies come in front of the face. I think we're on something, guys.
This would be a great
hold
show.
Hold on. What other ones do we have here?
Well,
now
clearly,
he's
Durmstrang
like,
is going to have an Ushanka. Those Russian fur hats.
Yes, of course, as you do.
Mm-hmm.
We already did.
What about the UK?
Like that, yes.
They have
the
sorting hat already.
He's got the Canadian hat.
Yeah, the UK has
my
the sorting hat
gosh.
already. We know what they have. But the sorting hat eventually became an activist and decided to judge everybody based on what they look like. So now, like, the students are probably all like, why do we even do the sorting? Like, we all know where we're going. Oh my gosh, Lauren has the sorting flappies.
Does anybody else
I
find
have
it
a hat like
funny
that
that in the actual Harry Potter books, the character Seamus Finnegan lights everything on fire? And this happens during the 90s and he's Irish?
You know what the best part is? That's not in the book.
Yeah, it was a movie thing.
Yeah, but in the book, there's a couple of little things, but yeah, it's mostly the movies.
Boom! I love when
like-
McGonagall does that.
I was just listening to the first book's audio dramatization.
So
and
good, right?
Yeah, it is very good. But Finnegan does light the feather on fire in Charms.
Yeah.
Leviosa.
You know, one of my favorite castings in those books is Michelle Gomez as McGonagall.
Yeah, she's good.
I wish I didn't know that she like apologized for being in it while, you know, still continuing to keep her money. But
if colorblind casting is going to work anywhere, it's going to work in voiceover because it just doesn't matter. What matters is if you sound like the character.
I think we are only a couple days away from Prisoner of
book?
Azkaban coming out.
Yes.
Trish, have you heard any of them yet?
No, I haven't listened to them yet.
What are you waiting for?
I don't know. I'm the type of person that one day I'll just get like a bug up my butt and just be like, let's just listen to these all the way through.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Might need
That's
a
just how I
doctor
roll.
for that.
Nolan, stop it. Look at his face. It's like
he's so pleased with himself.
yeah, Lauren and Nolan over here, always so tickled with themselves.
Mm-hmm.
I love how Lauren
They're
still
all
has the
biggest
hat
fan.
on. Keep it on the rest of the show, Lauren.
Yeah, please.
Unless it's too hot.
It's warm.
Are your ears getting hot?
Well, warmer. I wouldn't say hot.
That's
And
just
take
from
the
this fire
flappies
podcast.
and put them in front of your face like this so that the hat can talk.
The Flappies. It's their official name now. TM Flappies.
Of course it is. Hashtag flappies.
This
I
show
feel
has
like that
lost
hashtag
it.
would mean something else. I'm not sure what.
Sounds like the name of a gay bar.
Well, no, we have the answer.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not sure what. I'm not sure what. Martin, what am I gonna do with you for? Honestly.
All right, so I think at this point you just go the full Monty and just cast Cynthia Erivo.
Agreed.
Why not? Yeah.
Oh, yes. I was a man. I was a man. Yes.
Stop saying that. You making me crazy.
Kevin Apollo making his appearance this week. Oh my goodness.
So if Cynthia Erivo is Voldemort, I would want to see Ariana Grande as Quirrell.
Yes!
And she lives on the back of her head making sure she doesn't eat.
No. Ariana Grande should be Wormtail. Just being with her all the time.
Not now, Hurricane.
Helicopter.
Yeah.
The way she says it.
Not
no,
now,
helicopter.
Ministry of Magic. Flesh of the servant, you shall resurrect your master. There's not enough flesh on your hand.
Ugh.
You gotta cut off the other one too.
One of my favorite chapters in the book, though. That whole part. In all
Yeah,
of the books.
I was really like pissed when I saw the movie and they like rushed through it.
Mm.
They
I
were
don't
like,
like Goblet of
they were
Fire.
like bone of the father, blood of the enemy, flesh of the servant.
Like,
and I'm like, no, like this was like a whole thing.
I never rewatched that movie. The only part I rewatch is My Boy! Which, again, Kevin, not here.
I know. So, not a full topic here, but I did want to get your opinion on something, guys. Hold on, I gotta play it again. Did you guys see that Bo kind of threw a fit about Cyclops in the X-Men trailer?
No.
No.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it sounds funny if Martin's laughing.
So he basically was saying that the Russos were taking credit for his and his team's work because Cyclops is so prominently featured in that trailer, and they brought back excitement about Cyclops. Do you think he has a point, Martin?
What are they
I don't
supposed to
think
do
so.
there?
I think the fans wanted Cyclops back in a powerful form anyways, because he's always been kind of undersold in the movies.
But also, like, how are they going to give him the credit? Like, is Cyclops, as he's shooting off the full power optic blast, going to be like, I'm here because of Bo DeMeo? Like,
well, and it's not like Bo DeMeo created the visual. Was it visual language? Is the one of the big terms lately of like Cyclops going full power and
right,
arching and the whole bit.
But I mean, to be fair, he did Cyclops a lot more justice than anyone has in a very long time. So, I don't really think that, like, he started getting too much into the weeds with like race and sexuality and stuff like that too. Like he started being like, "Oh, white creators and straight creators." I'm just like, okay, this is you've lost me at this point. Like I was willing to partially follow you because I respect your work, but like, yeah, it wasn't good. I didn't like that. So.
Speaking of Cyclops, so I did just recently see somebody talking about the whole punch dimension thing with Cyclops' power.
Okay.
Because Cyclops doesn't shoot laser beams out of his eyes.
Right.
His eyes are a portal to another dimension that's called the punch dimension, and it's filled with concussive force.
Okay.
And so his eyes just constantly send out this power from another dimension that they call the punch dimension.
The punch dimension.
Yes.
Hey, Cyclops, you want a Hawaiian punch?
So did you guys see what the latest Avengers Doomsday trailer was? Not the X-Men one.
So.
Yes.
So
no,
it is. So you see the Wakandans, you see Shuri as Black Panther still. You see M'Baku. You see Namor. And you see the Talokan, aka the Atlanteans. And then in the end of it, they meet the Fantastic Four, but it's Ben Grimm. And only Ben Grimm. Which means Pedro Pascal was not put in the teaser trailer. And if he is supposedly this be-all, end-all movie star who they have to take the helmet off of him in Mandalorian now because his face is the draw, why wouldn't they want him in the teaser trailer for a movie that must win?
It's a good point.
So, Martin, do you think that perhaps the summer of Pedro falling flat on its face has woken Disney up to the fact that he's actually a detriment?
No, I don't think so.
You think that they're still like steadfast in their belief that this is not happening?
Yeah, I think he believes all the right stuff. I think he checks all the right boxes. And I actually do think he's a decent actor.
Well, I'm not saying they're not going to put him in stuff, but I'm saying like maybe they realize that people are put off by him a little bit. And they're not going to use him as a promotional tool as much for this film. Because if you remember, the director of the Fantastic Four said that Pedro was going to be the leader of the Avengers in Doomsday. And they actually had to, they took the they actually responded to that and said, no, he's not.
Oh, wow. I didn't realize that.
Yeah. I don't know if Pedro himself said, no, he's not, but like, it seemed to me like Marvel had put out the marching orders to be like, no, you find a way to take that back. Lauren, what do you think? Do you think Pedro is on the outs with them now? Like, do you think that they're not going to use him as a promotional as much? Do you think in The Mandalorian, for instance, it's going to be more of just the helmet?
Well, I hope so. I always prefer it when they keep him under the helmet.
Me too.
I think that when it comes to the Marvel stuff, I think they've kind of got the message that if they try and sell this with the newer characters from Phase 4 and 5, it's not going to work. And I think that's why you've seen Pedro not involved in the marketing. They want to showcase Iron Man. Well, I guess not Iron Man. He's Doctor Doom now, but Thor and as you said, Cyclops. You know, they know the hardcore original fans. They want the original characters. Now, my feeling, I think we discussed this, I think the other night on the Pro Show, maybe. I suspect that the movie is going to open with all the original characters getting wiped out. And that it's going to be, that's the introduction of Doctor Doom, is that the very introduction of the movie is just, we're going to kill half the characters and it's going to be all the original characters. And then our new characters are going to have to band together and find the strength to go and undo this thing.
So you think this is a bait and switch, and this is a movie about Sam Wilson and the Marvels and Shang-Chi and all them?
I think they're still going to try and sell that this is the proof that they have earned this mantle, because they're going to set the universe right when the original heroes aren't available.
Right. I don't know. I think that you have to. Chris Evans, I've heard, is like the lead of this film, so we shall see. I don't think the X-Men are long for this world. I don't think they last very long. I think what you see of Cyclops there is what you're going to see of Cyclops in this movie.
Boy, there's going to be a lot of mad people if that's the case.
Ooh, there will be.
It'll be just like the third X-Men movie.
Well, I think it's more like the Captain Marvel movie, because, you know, you sold to everybody that this was an integral part of going into Infinity War and Endgame, and it absolutely was not.
Yeah.
And people want the X-Men in the MCU, and they haven't got it.
Mm-hmm.
Certainly gonna be interesting. One thing I think for sure, we're definitely going to see Charles Xavier die again for the 8th time. Like, how many times he dies in?
Technically, he should die a total of 10 times.
In what regard?
Barton got it.
The Roman numeral X.
Oh, yes.
You're so
when
corny.
only one of you gets it. It just makes me so happy.
You're so corny.
I love it. All right, let's check super chats, see what's going on.
Super chat.
Virginia Sharp for $5 says, wait. I'm confused. If you make Voldemort a woman, does that make Dumbledore straight?
You're
I think you're thinking Grindelwald.
Yeah, you're thinking Grindelwald.
Although that would be an interesting
I was gonna say
storyline.
Unless the undercurrent there is that Voldemort turns evil because of something that happens when he's at that boarding school.
And then it makes Voldemort calling him Tom all the time take on a whole different tone.
Could you imagine if like the first thing you see of Dumbledore in this is he's like making out with a lady, like they just take the gay back right away?
Because that'd be the thing they change.
Mm-hmm.
Well, honestly, in media's world today, straight is the new kinky.
This is true.
I'm seeing a the most based alpha male Dumbledore. Like McGonagall walks by and he gooses her.
Dost thou even
Oh my
hoist?
god.
Can we get Andrew Tate to play Dumbledore?
That's 2. We're gonna do an Andrew Tate hat trick on this stream. Talk about it for a 3rd time.
Regina Sharp for $5 says, I've been informed my previous chat was stupid. Here's another 5 for me being a dumbass. Or a dumbass. A dumbass.
Of all the worst. I love it when you make a typo on like the worst word to make a typo on.
I think that was intentional. I think it was like dumb S as in like a female dumb.
Go with it even if it's not, Regina. It sounds purposeful.
Yeah. It made you sound refined instead of,
I'm a dumbest.
Classy.
Wild and Crazy Bear for $2. Me Too will end Pedro's career. I don't think it will. I don't think any female in Hollywood has the ability to speak out against him, even if he makes them uncomfortable.
Have I not been paying attention, or have they pulled back on him being absolutely everywhere?
Oh, big time. The Summer of Pedro ended his big being the biggest celebrity in the world, because he had 4 movies and they all did bad this summer.
And The Last of Us season 2 was universally reviled.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
To be fair, he gets killed in the second episode of that.
Yeah.
And also, to be fair, that's in keeping with the game.
Yeah.
Which was also reviled.
So you could say it's a faithful adaptation.
Of all the times to be faithful, they're faithful at the storyline people don't like.
Don't worry though, guys, because we're gonna get the we're gonna get the other the next season's gonna be all Abby. It's gonna be that part of the game.
Gonna be a dad.
Oh, it's painful. But no, I don't think any actress in Hollywood is allowed to speak out against Pedro. I think that who was it? The girl from 50 Shades.
Dakota Johnson.
Yes, Dakota Johnson tried to, I think, this past year, because she started telling all those weird stories about him that she was telling it in like a joking, like haha way, but like they were not jokey haha stories.
Stealing.
She's a little bit of a sassafras, that Dakota Johnson.
Yeah, I think that she was like, oh yeah, he told me that I should start an OF page. Isn't that funny? Like, and I'm like, oh, she's trying to out him without ruining her career. Because
So wasn't she a little weird with a young actor in one of their movies? And John Hamm was looking at her like, could you stop touching this kid?
Maybe.
Am I the only one that saw that? Maybe someone in the chat saw it. And it was like, what is she doing? She was like, it was a little weird. It was a little weird. It was the first time I looked at her and I went, that's bizarre behavior coming from you. But
Wild and Crazy Bear for $2. Female Voldemort. What's next? A female Harry Sisson?
that's lateral move. There, Kevin. I said it for you.
You know, in the I've been saying Voldemort all night because in the full cast recording, that's how they say the name. They don't put the T at the end.
Yeah. And I understand that's how she wanted it pronounced the whole time.
Yeah. I don't know why they started saying Voldemort in the movies then.
The same reason why they're like, well, Ravenclaw's mascot's got to be a raven because the word raven is in it. And nobody thought to continue that flawed logic and go, well, then the Gryffindor symbol should be a griffin.
Yeah.
And why they changed the name to Sorcerer's Stone for the American audience.
Instead of, well, these are all very American decisions.
The Ravenclaw thing was just really, as a typical Ravenclaw.
Now,
really
my wife
under my skin.
A Ravenclaw.
My wife is a Ravenclaw, and she hates all the Ravenclaw merch that Universal's putting out right now because she says it's the wrong shade of blue.
Oh, wrong shade of blue. That I don't know. But if there's a raven on it, I will almost always say, I'm not getting that.
I don't know if there is or there.
There's some stuff where I'm like, I've caved. Like, there's my sweatshirt. It has like a little patch. I'm like, all right, fine.
I think I'm going to go to Universal sometime soon to do a thing for park hopping, so I will take a look at that.
Get back to me on it.
Yeah, I'll get back to you.
It's sincerely though, it's the worst house to do this to because it's true. We're all going to sit there going, this isn't right. It's not accurate.
Mm-hmm.
It's terrible.
Do you want Dark Wizards? Because this is how you get Dark Wizards.
Yeah, right? You trying to make a whole bunch? Ravenclaw's a good house. Some bad people coming out of that house, except for maybe Lockhart. Even though he's not bad, he was just like stupid.
Was Lockhart a Ravenclaw?
Yeah, and so was Quirrell, actually. So.
Oh wow, yeah, there are some
bad
ones.
She went like this. Oh, like let's just put Ravenclaws here. Same thing with Hufflepuffs too. Everybody else. I mean, you guys are like the others. Get over here. You guys don't matter.
All right. Well, Merlin was a Slytherin. That's all.
Didn't we do this once and we discussed about how the time frame was like not correct?
Yeah, but I don't care because I like that Merlin was a Slytherin.
Because you're a Slytherin?
Yeah.
That's such a Slytherin answer.
Yep. 100%. Slytherin pride. All right, guys. I think that's about everything we've had for tonight. Martin Stone, why don't you tell the folks where they can find more about you and what you're up to?
I'm going to give you a Trish answer again. Oh, here. No, I am one of the Lost Guys with Trish and Nolan and Hangry Table. In fact, we just recorded one with Hangry again. It was great to have him back on the panel. And you can find those over on T3PO for free. But if you want to see them earlier, then you can find them on That Park Place, the channel, as a member exclusive for a couple of months.
Mm-hmm. Awesome. Nolan, what about you?
Well, I put out a new video once again on my channel here. You can find out what I've been up to as far as video game mysteries go. I have episodes 6 through 10 up on my channel. It's about an hour and a half long video, and it's actually been doing quite well, actually. We get a lot of feedback, a lot of views, so I'm happy to hear that. So if y'all want to help boost the algorithm on that, I do appreciate it if you want to put it up in the tab. But of course, all up to you, but appreciating all the support I've been getting. I've been getting a lot of comments actually saying that they're from watching these streams, so to everyone who's been doing that, thank you all.
Oh, good. That's fantastic. I'm glad to hear that, Nolan. I'll buy a BPE checking in for $10 and just says Will Tonathon. That is tomorrow night at 8.
BPE says next to nothing, but it's like one of those BPE speaks. It's important. So clearly the Wiltonathon is
the Wiltonathon.
Wiltonathon. Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Didn't realize we were getting all fancy with the pronunciation.
It is.
The Wiltonathon. That does have Hermione Granger energy.
By the way, I will say also, because the girl that plays Hermione in the full cast recordings is the girl that plays her in the HBO show. She's gonna be a better Hermione than Emma Watson.
Martin, you
Martin,
take that back.
Martin, what do you think?
I agree. I don't think Emma Watson ever really got the character.
No, she didn't.
Although I think she
was the heart of a generation.
Nolan has very strong,
which is odd because she's neither big booty nor Latina.
You know what? It must be the same part of him that likes Taylor Swift. It must like fall into that same little side pocket of Nolan's brain.
I was watching.
There's a part of my heart that's reserved for Emma Watson and Taylor Swift. It's like it's a portion doctors analyze. Is that what we mean here?
Yes.
I was watching one of the Comedy Central roasts the other day, and Jewel was one of the roasters, and Nikki Glaser called her Trailer Swift. And I thought that was really funny. She said, she goes, Jewel is here, as I like to call her Trailer Swift. Jewel, I'm not going to badmouth you because God already did.
Ooh.
Yeah. That was the Rob Lowe. That was the roast to Rob Lowe. Because then Jewel gets up and roasts him with a song. Lauren, what do you got going on?
Oh, I'll be torturing you tomorrow.
Yes, you've formed a pact with Wilton of all people, and I did not think that this was ever going to happen.
Well, you should have seen this coming. You thought that you were going to punish me, and I do not allow that to happen.
This is true.
Really, I don't think you have as much of a finger on the pulse of Lauren Connor that you think you do.
Yeah, it might be true. What do you got lined up for? What do you got lined up for Lauren and Apollo tomorrow night?
Believe it or not, more torturing of you.
Yeah.
We're doing the Thumbelina movie.
With Santa Claus and the Ice Cream Bunny. We don't have to watch. Do we have to watch the Santa Claus and the Ice Cream Bunny portions of it? Like, do we just do the farm animals again?
I don't think so. But it's going to be Pro running this portion. I asked him, do I need to fill out any more of the show? And he said, no, we're just going to do that. But I think that means that potentially we could go late starting it, depending on how long I let Wilton torture you. So we'll see.
All right.
So you better hope it's early.
I guess pick your poison. Which do you hate more?
Trish, we've come to the end of another show. I know
you're not going to tell me which one you hate more.
Lauren needs an answer. See how I'm being a good ally, Lauren? Lauren needs an answer.
I honestly don't know, Lauren. I have to experience it in the moment.
Fascinating.
I was
Trish,
just going to say, that told you something about him, Lauren.
Trish, anything that you want to plug?
Lost Guys, Crime and Punishment.
Crime and Punishment is, by the way, is our true crime podcast. It's me and Trish. It launches tomorrow for members of the channel. It looks a little something like this. And it is Trish and I talking about Ted Bundy for an hour and a half. So if you guys want to catch that, we realized it has been a year since we have done Crime and Punishment.
We had that realization. We were like, wow.
Yeah, we were not aware of this. So make sure you check that out tomorrow. It's gonna be fun. So for me, guys, make sure you are subscribed to the M4 Empire Gaming channel. It is our gaming live stream space. So we just started it. We got like 70 something subscribers right now, I think. So we do go live there on Wednesday nights, and then usually on Sundays I try to go live as well. But I'm pretty much anytime I feel like gaming, I'm just gonna fire up a live stream. So if you guys are around, make sure you have the bell checked so that you can tune in. And then, check back for daily videos. We have a video up right now about a topic we didn't get to tonight about J.J. Abrams telling Mark Hamill that Star Wars is not about Luke Skywalker anymore. So you can check that out. And then we've got a couple of videos actually dropping tomorrow if all goes according to plan. So, and then tomorrow at noon, Jonas and I will be hosting That Park Place Live for Midday Magic. So make sure you tune in for that. Gosh, I'm all over the place
And
now, guys.
then...
And then the Wiltonathon at 8:00. Yes. On Tuesdays, on Tuesdays now, I'm on the Pro Show. Lauren and I do M4cast AM. So we'll see you there. It's the official lead into the Pro Show. On Tuesdays, afternoons, I'm also on the Hcast with Mr. H Reviews, and on Thursdays as well. So that is now back. Me, Culture, Nick from Echo Base Network, and Nate, Mr. H himself. We have a great time over there, so go check that out as well. All right. Thank you very much for joining us today from all of us here at the M4 Empire. I thank you for your attention, and we'll catch you in the next one.